The 1950s and 60s, when William Shatner was still captain of the Enterprise.
If I touch you again, your glory, it'll be to administer an ancient Earth custom called a spanking.
When Sean Connery was still James Bond.
But I think my mouth is too big.
No, it's the right size.
And when goofy sci-fi movies said things like this.
Let your women invent a gizmo like that.
Sure, and even if they invented it, how could they aim it?
That's when you know you're in the golden age of sexism. But in a good way. No, I'm not saying sexism is good. Don't get your panties in a bunch.
How can a doll as cute as that be such a pain in the neck?
In this segment of the podcast, we're going to be talking about the classic sci-fi movie, Queen of Outer Space.
And the Queen of Outer Space is Zsa Zsa Gabor.
We're not trying to cancel this movie. Nobody cares. Let's have some fun with it because it's hilarious.
How'd you like to drag that to the senior prom?
Get your male privilege ready, nerds, because in this first part of a series, we are going to be talking about unintentionally, hilariously sexist movies on the Salty Nerd Podcast.
Wait till people see this interview. You're going to get mail.
Might get some female.
I tried to do that whole thing with a straight face, and I couldn't do it, man.
No way.
I couldn't do it. Welcome, everybody, to the live stream of the week, Tuesday's Salty Nerd Podcast. Ooh. I am your host, Alex, the Salty Nerd, and I'm joined, as always, by my fantastic panel of nerds. Matt Vader's in the house.
Hi.
What's up, dude?
I'm here.
Good to have you back.
I'm not sure if I want to hang out with you guys anymore. I go on like real podcasts earlier in the day.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so
yeah.
I just
we're
don't
small
know.
potatoes.
I don't know if you're cool enough for me to be on the
You
podcast.
gonna quit? Quit.
Go do it. I dare you. No, I'm joking.
Jude is also here. Welcome, Jude.
Hi! I'm still not famous enough to hang out with you.
The ambassador of estrogen for the perfect episode for this. By the way.
Yeah, you're welcome.
This would be great.
What up, Game? How you doing?
And producing the show is always Matthew Kadish, the hardworking nerd on the planet. What's up, dude?
Nothing much.
All right.
Working hard.
Before we get into it, I just want to say hello to everybody in the chat. I see some really awesome, recognizable names here. We've got Real Old Movies. What's up, dude? Dr. Farnsworth. I don't know why I call you doctor. It's just
it goes
with it, man. I don't know.
Professor
Wendy
His first
Hunter.
name is Doctor.
Wait a second. Is that Blaine from Critic List? What's up, dude?
That guy.
We've got Anthony, Mark in the house, Nerdy Neo. Welcome, guys. Thank you guys so much. Really hope you have a blast. We have a lot of really cool topics in store for you today. And before anything else, we're going to talk about one of the greatest sci-fi movies of all time, Queen of Outer Space.
Are we going right into that?
We're going right into it,
We're not going to like banter for 15 minutes.
We can
first
banter. You want to banter?
I want to talk about that ugly ass shirt you got on. You know, are you getting paid to wear that shirt?
You know, I did at one point.
It's such a nice shirt, though, because the material's really
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
They're very nice
We were
shirts.
talking about the Critic List swag the other day.
Yeah. No, they got legit
nice
store.
They have nice swag.
I mean, not to shout out somebody else's merch store, but go to go to criticlist.com. Check out their merch.
They're
Good
a
stuff.
little too neon for me.
A little too pink.
Too pink.
I know, but it's got the tentacles.
Yeah.
I guess the lady's going. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you know, Blaine's cool though. So
Blaine's super cool.
I'll show Blaine shit for sure.
All right, cool. Right
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
What other banter did you want to get out of the
I don't
way?
know, man.
We have a lot. Okay, so I'm just going to run down.
It's been a crazy week already.
It has been a crazy
So,
week. You were on Side Scrollers.
I was on
morning?
Side Scroller this morning. That was
Fantastic.
weird. That was weird. Got to meet Melanie Mack.
Yeah.
To meet Blabs, and I met Craig before. Craig's been here, but
They were on a tight ship.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, little inside baseball. You know how Matt, there's kind of a running joke about how we don't do our homework on Saturdays because Matt does all this work and sends us this sheet of articles and everything to read. And
then we tweet, and then we send back and we're like, this is all trash.
Yeah, screw you, man. I'm not going to read this shit. But let me tell you something. Blabs, the sheets that she has,
dwarfs
is next level. It's like the atomic bomb of prep sheets. It's got like 90 things. Like Jesus, how are you going to get through all this in a 90-minute show? It's not going to happen. But yeah, it's pretty wild.
Shout out to Side Scrollers.
Had a good time today.
Nice.
Had a good time.
Good deal. And after this, we're doing Keanu,
We're
right?
going on Keanu. Yeah,
That's
Keanu
right.
Thompson.
That's right.
It's
a full. Yeah.
You're not going on?
I'm busy.
Okay.
Anyway.
I'm being trolled in the comments already. Did you just come from a funeral?
No, she's you're doing Wednesday Addams, right?
Yeah, she's going.
No, this is just how I dress.
This is just Jude being Jude.
It's just Jude being Jude, guys. That sounds like Mark
we
Wahlberg.
were just giving her shit before we went live.
Yeah.
It's like, are you going to a goth convention afterwards?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I literally said, I'm trying to make more of an effort to
Look at
dress
this.
nicer in my day
You
to
know
day.
what,
Like,
man?
oh, you look like you're sad though. You look like someone died. Did someone die?
Is your new name Morticia? I can't quite figure it out.
This is the whole body embodiment of that's just my face.
Yeah. It's just Jude, guys. It's just how she dresses.
Jude's changing everything up.
Yeah.
I myself am strange and unusual.
She got married and she's morphing back into her original
I'm very
self.
sad about it.
like-
I'm in mourning.
She's like, Jude, pre-marriage Jude was, I got to get a ring on his finger.
So she's gonna be all colorful and happy.
And now that the
never
ring's
been
there,
that.
now that the ring's there, she's morphing back into her original self. And Matt's finding out what's going to be like for the next 30 years. She's like, oh shit.
If this man doesn't already know me, I say that all the time. He'll be like, I don't know what to get you for your birthday. I'm like, listen, if you haven't figured out who I am by now, we're fucked.
Something with skulls on it.
Yeah.
I find it interesting. Vader just gave us 30 years. Like, after that, well,
We had a good
Vader's
run.
just dead.
We had a good
I
run.
mean, that'll put you in
He
the
thinks
70s,
he's
right?
gonna slide in, and 30 years from now, he's gonna have his walker. And he's gonna make a run
you go?
for it.
I've been waiting for this for 30 years. All right, that's enough inside baseball.
You want me to poop on your face? Hold on a second.
Let me drop my depends.
You ready, Vince?
No,
Let's
nothing
go.
brown, nothing brown.
Nothing brown.
Jesus. Well, that was one heck of a way to start a podcast.
That's some banter right
That
there.
is some hardcore banter. If you don't know us already, I don't know what to tell you.
Cheers.
Cheers, buddy.
I got a drink.
It's good to have you back again. I missed you last week.
Smooth.
All right.
We had
So-
Charles here last week.
Yeah.
Um,
I got to watch most of it, but
Queen of Outer Space.
ooh, what a movie.
So we
Sure.
usually reserve these movies for like our retro rewatch, but we felt like it'd be kind of fun to drip feed it throughout the year.
I wanted to ask, what are we doing? I don't understand why we're watching this movie.
It's
Because it's not November.
no, we're changing that. It's not going to be just
See,
November.
they didn't
anymore.
consult me at all.
It's
with
just
this
going to
stuff.
be once in a while. We're going to do
like it.
unintentionally hilarious sexist movies.
Okay.
Because they're just a joy to watch
We can-
sometimes.
We can fold them in with retro rewatch.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Okay.
nobody wants to watch this movie.
No, don't. I mean,
Oh
well,
no,
actually-
they do. They
actually-
really do. This is an amazing movie. It's really fun.
Yeah, I do agree with Vader. I had an absolute blast. I had a date night with my wife.
I heard.
And I was like, babe, you want to watch this movie with me? Because it's crazy.
It's
She's
so
like, yeah,
funny.
sure. We started watching it. She was like, is this real? I'm like,
Do you want me to tell the people what it's about
please.
before we get
do.
into it?
Yeah, Queen of
All
Outer
right.
Space.
Oh,
With
do you
Zsa
have,
Zsa Gabor.
a synopsis?
Of course I do.
I haven't heard a synopsis in like weeks.
It's been a minute.
It's good.
Yeah,
All
go for
right.
it, Jude.
1958, Queen of Outer Space, unrated with a runtime of 1 hour 20 minutes. When a group of men ride a couple of lazy boys into space, they accidentally fly into the radar of Uggo Queen Yolana and end up crash landed onto Venus. They find they're the only dicks on this planet of dames, and since women can't be happy without men, the boys save them with their peepees and testosterone and get that butterface off the throne so someone easier to look at can rule. Discuss.
Legitimately, that is the plot
Oh.
of this movie, and it is so funny.
And you know what's funny is the astronauts don't do anything. The
No,
entire movie.
they do
Nothing.
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 They're like, thank you so much for saving us.
And they're like, no problem,
They
dang.
did it.
That's what we're here for.
They
Dang.
just stood around while you guys saved yourselves.
It was an internal political coup
Yeah.
from female
they
versus
just
female.
But the
happened to
dudes
be
just-
there for.
Yeah, the dudes just kind of showed up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And the
Sparked it, I
the
guess.
chicks who wanted to take over were like, no, we like dudes.
Oh my goodness, darling. I'm
Yeah.
so glad you have a penis here.
Yeah, what's funny is like, so there's already a resistance movement against this like evil queen who's
Mhm.
like kind of like ruling Venus, and she exiled all the men to like a prison planet.
She killed most of them.
And
She saved a couple.
and the
So-
the resistance is just the women who want the D, and they're so
Yeah.
thirsty for
Yeah.
it.
That's it.
Yeah,
She exiled all the men except for the smart ones, and so they can make the super weapon.
Because they
And
weren't
then-
smart
and
enough
then
to
she
do it
got
on their
rid of
own.
them because they couldn't do it on their own.
Yeah, because women can't make things.
No, they
Even
can't
if
do
they
that.
could, they can't aim it. You've seen them drive.
All you have to
Yeah.
do is push the big red button.
that was an actual line of
I
dialogue
know.
where one of them was like, "How could women aim a laser?"
Yeah.
It's like, have you seen them drive?
Well, that's
they
why.
can't
That's
even
why, it
drive
took him,
right.
that's why it took him 47 shots at the beginning to get the little,
Thank
the
you.
little, the
Right.
DS9 thing.
Yeah.
Context.
Serum.
Context for the people. So in the beginning of the movie, before we knew what was going on, there's this like little space station in space, and they're driving towards it. They're floating towards it.
In their lazy boys.
In their lazy boy.
Alex, before you get into this, this movie takes place in the far future of 1985.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Yes.
Yeah. 20 something odd years after this 58 when it came out, or 57.
Perfectly reasonable.
They're floating towards the space station, and they see this random laser beam just and it's completely missing the space station. It takes like 10?
30.
Oh,
30?
it's at least
like 30.
15, 20 shots.
Yeah.
It couldn't hit this freaking thing.
It's a good 5 minutes of this 80-minute long
I
movie.
think it zigzagged at one point.
Yeah. The women who are aiming the super weapon at the space station could not hit it worth a damn because they're women and how they can't hit anything.
I've never studied laser practice. I've been making sandwiches for 30 years.
Yeah, no, this movie is so unintentionally hilarious because of when it was made. It was like, I don't know. Okay, that was one of the questions I wanted to bring to you guys. Was this intentionally over the top, even for the time, or was this just, this is how movies are? Like,
well, we've seen other sci-fi movies from this era, and it's the same kind of like low-key sexism.
This is just how movies are.
Yeah. It's like this is how women are, and this is how they need to be treated.
Yeah. See? Yeah. You don't need to be doing this.
Yeah,
That's a man's job.
mean, I guess we're gonna do a series, right? We're gonna find out about all these these movies about men going to astronauts populated by hot chicks and miniskirts.
Yeah, that was the most unbelievable part of it. Was a planet filled with women all dressed exactly the same.
Oh yeah,
Not gonna happen.
It's like
the footwear,
no.
walking through
All
the jungle in heels.
All heels.
Come on.
They were all
why is
wearing
this
Star Trek colors.
Yeah.
It's like Gene Roddenberry watched this movie.
I was like, I can make a show up.
Wow, this is really interesting.
What was that weird word they kept using?
Bongino? Dan Bongino.
Dan Bongino.
I don't know.
It was Venus.
No, it was Bacano.
Bacano. That's it. Bacano.
So Bacano is the Venus word for like get up and move man or something like that. Bacino. Oh, you're supposed to say it to us though.
Yeah.
But it's just in the wake of today's culture, which I mean, I know yesterday something popped off. One of the writers from the new Avatar show, they were like, "Well, we had to tone down the sexism in this movie."
Oh, and Avatar.
And everybody's like,
"Why?"
It's part of the character's growth. It's like he starts out being a douchebag, and then by the end of the story, he's not a douchebag. That's the arc of the character. And they're like, "No, we had to tone that down." And then we're watching this movie, and we're like, "Whoa,
wow, these are our heroes."
This is awesome.
There were moments like after some dude said a line in this movie, Jude was just like, "Oh, give me a break."
Oh yeah, no. At one point, Ashley paused the movie, looked at me, and she's like, "This is written like a really bad porno.
Yeah,
like the worst parody pornos ever. Like the ones from The Big Lebowski. Like it's that level of dialogue.
Yeah,
but with these space marines and these these random hot chicks. They're just like,
I love like from the beginning, the guy who navigates the plane.
Yeah.
He's like, "Sorry, sweetheart, I gotta go. They can't move a mile without me."
Oh my
and
God.
he's just making out next to the rocket. And
Yeah.
she's like, "Bye."
This guy
Just fire raining down from the rocket for about 45 minutes.
Yeah.
We watched
And
this
she's
rocket
just
go into space, and she's
kissing the
blowing
air.
kisses
Oh my
and
God.
waving.
Oh.
Yeah, and the minute this guy gets away from her, he just starts
Starts
knocking on
making out
every
He's
girl.
like,
Every girl.
He's
Dude.
like, "Oh, a planet full of tail."
This guy must be. I don't know if I want to get political or not.
He's so mad that he's not the one that all of the bitches want.
Dude, he's Captain Kirk.
No, he's not Captain Kirk, man.
Mm-mm.
He's like creepy
the guy
Joe
with
Biden.
the head wound. The
He's
guy
like-
with the head wound is
Listen,
Captain
man,
Kirk.
Yeah.
he just likes,
He
ladies. He likes the ladies.
Dude, when they hide, so the queen is like looking for them after they escape for a minute, and they're all like hiding in a closet somewhere. This dude's just all like,
Oh my God,
yeah,
the
baby.
creepy,
He's so
aggressive
creepy.
sniffing. My dog does that to me. And I'm like, bro,
yeah.
too much.
No, he's like sniffing people's hair and like macking on them. It's so weird.
The funniest part of this movie
like this.
is that the captain of the spaceship, they send him to seduce the queen of outer space in order to like save Earth.
Yeah.
And so they're like, like the fate of the Earth depends on this guy's ability to smack on this woman.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're literally like slipper those sweet nothings
Oh,
and
It'll
giving
totally
him like
work.
a pep talk about
Yeah.
how he should seduce her.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is so like the queen of outer space, she wears this mask and she's very mysterious. And he keeps saying like, "Why don't you let me see your face?" and eventually he like rips the mask off, and she's
They're about to make out, and he takes her mask off, and he's like, "Oh!"
Well, she's horribly disfigured.
Yeah.
And
She has like radiation burns all over her face.
and
Still full face of makeup.
and
though.
he's like, like he was all about seducing her, and then the minute he sees his face, he's like, sorry, Earth, you're fucked.
Yeah.
He
legitimately throws Earth
she's
under the
like,
bus.
I'll make you so powerful, you'll sit next to me on the throne.
He's like, I'm sorry,
I'll make you rich beyond all your dreams. And he's like, can't do it.
You're too ugly.
Can't do it, babe. You're too ugly.
You're too ugly.
I'm looking at the
He
IMDb.
immediately starts like imagining how he's going to dethrone this bitch because he's like, listen, somebody this ugly cannot rule.
Well, it's funny because there's actually a scene where she like is trying to entice him to kiss her, and he like almost looks like he's about to do it, and then he's just like, I can't.
I can't.
Too
Earth
ugly.
is screwed.
It's too ugly.
I'm looking at IMDb right now, and the queen was played by this lady named Laurie Mitchell.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Smoking hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, is she?
She's really hot.
Yeah, wouldn't be able to tell from this movie. They,
I mean,
they
total
covered,
butterface.
They covered her face up real bad.
It's like, I think
the
I
hero
wrote
of the movie can't get one up for the ugly girl to
I mean-
save the entire planet.
Right.
Of Earth.
I was like,
you
skip her
can't
over.
just like leave the mask on.
Yeah,
and
leave the
take one
mask
for the
on.
Yeah,
team.
man.
Take
Go,
one for the team.
What's that? Eyes wide shut. You know, just go full. Yeah.
Turn the
She
lights
didn't-
off.
She
Yeah,
didn't. She
whatever.
didn't want the mask off anyway.
She
She
wanted to
ripped
keep
it off her face.
He's like, let me see your face, dame. And he's like, oh.
Ugh, you're hideous.
He's like, oh, sorry, Earth. You're fucked.
You're done. I can't
help
I
you.
can't kiss that scab crusted.
I'm not going to get hard enough to help her.
nasty. No.
And it's also funny because Zsa Zsa Gabor leads the resistance,
Uh-huh.
and she and two of her colleagues break these guys out to try to save their lives.
I think her name's like Tallulah or something.
Talia.
Yeah.
Talia.
Talia.
So like her and two other cohorts break these guys out, and they go hide in a cave. And the minute they're safe, they just start like having an orgy.
Oh, yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but they're all just sitting here kissing.
It's like
I want
your
to see that.
first
I want to see this
party-
movie remade.
Your first party in 9th grade.
Yeah.
Yeah, just everybody's coupled off.
How would you remake it?
Oh, I'd make it R hard R rated. Let's go.
That's a porn. You're just gonna make a porn.
Yeah, you're going to make a porno. I mean, literally, you can
Maybe.
see, honestly, if you really look at this from like an editor's standpoint, after this cheesy dialogue of these people like
you leave the script exactly the same.
the script exactly the same.
Exactly the
and
same.
there's literally cut points in the movie where you're like, oh, that was a sex scene.
Yeah.
And they cut it out.
Yeah.
They banged right there. And now we're 10 minutes forward and we're doing something else now. It's literally
My
yeah, but
headcanon is that this script was found on the floor of like a porno factory, and they were like, that'll be too expensive to make. And somebody else found it and was like, oh, I could make this.
Yeah. 1,000%. That's not even a joke.
Well, you know, what's funny is like throughout this entire movie, the professor guy doesn't get any woman lusting after him.
Yeah, he's not the handsomest.
He's also the oldest.
Yeah.
But until the very end, where he has basically every girl like trying to make out with him.
Because he's the only dude left, so all of the girls get him.
But the funny thing is that, so like when they crash land on Venus, like his logic for how the atmosphere is breathable.
Oh,
He goes, oh, the gravity field seems to be similar to Earth, therefore we can breathe the air. I went, what?
So the fat fourth wheel scientist who didn't get a girl until the very, very end of the movie.
What's up with that? Then he got all the girls.
Then he got all the girls.
Yeah.
They had to make up for it in the end. But he was like, sitting there. He tried to light a cigarette up while he's in the space station, right? He's sitting there like, oh, I'm happy to be with you boys today. And the guy's like, no, don't do that. There's liquid oxygen in the tanks. We're going to all blow up. He's like, oh, sometimes I forget, It's just like, what? But he's like, oh, on Venus.
At no point do they even have like astronaut masks on.
Well, they talk about it. They're like, is this atmosphere breathable? And he's like, well yeah, it's 0.88% of Earth's gravity, so it's probably fine.
Therefore, I think you're going to be fine.
And they just walk outside.
Cool. Okay.
Cool, man.
My lady brain can't understand those science facts.
Yeah,
I really love pre-space age spaceships and stuff.
It's great.
It's like just put them on a table.
Yeah, they're just laying
Strap
down,
them down on a
in
table.
a lazy
Let's
boy.
go.
Yeah. The doctor's in a hospital bed with just like a seatbelt on for the trip up to Venus.
Yeah.
The spaceship literally has lazy boy recliners.
Yeah.
Like you see like the little lever on the side.
I was like, how is that guy navigating? He's laying down in
Don't
a
worry
lazy
about
boy.
it. Don't worry about it. You're a woman.
It's all AI.
You know what? You make a great point, Alex.
Don't worry about it.
It's more like getting on one of Elon Musk's spaceships. They just go for a ride.
Yeah.
They really do. They just go for a ride because and the computer does all the work.
Do you think this is what Elon Musk thinks space is like?
Probably. Very similar. Yes.
Well, you know, it's funny. There's a scene where they're leaving Earth's atmosphere and they're pulling all these G forces. And then there's another scene where they're like trying to outrun the Amazon ray of death.
Mm-hmm.
And so like they have to lay flat in their seats to handle the G forces.
Right.
And the acting where they're dealing with the G force, it makes it look like they're all orgasming.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
true.
Like they just have this look on their face and they're like,
We know what it looked like to me is like it was like the precursor to Star Trek.
Yeah.
When they're like the ship gets hit by a torpedo or
And
something,
they all just shake.
and they all shake. Well, this was just them sitting in a chair going.
I mean, we can make it look like
they
we're
were
crashing,
doing.
right?
Yeah,
All right,
yeah,
let's just say something hits us from this side.
Yeah.
well, you know what's funny about this movie is so the whole concept of this bit is we talk about movies that are unintentionally sexist,
Mhm.
and at the time, this movie was perfectly fine.
Oh, yeah.
But then when we watch it nowadays with all the cancel culture stuff, and you're just like, ooh.
But it's so funny though. It's funny because it's so out of context, I guess. Where our, in the 50s, this is like, yeah, this is just normal dialogue for people, and it's like, but now we watch it, and we're like, oh man, that was wow.
Yeah, like all the Venusians are like, we just need the love of a good man.
Oh yeah, that's the whole plot of the movie is that they wanted to get men back on Venus because it sucks there when it's only women.
Yeah.
Obviously written by a man.
Yeah, scissoring will only get you so far.
Yeah, you can't procreate,
You
man.
ever had sex with a woman? It's terrible.
It's awful.
They just lay there.
They do things like shit on each other and stuff. It's weird.
Nothing brown.
Again,
Nothing brown.
again.
Oh, it's gonna be all day. I'm just letting you know right now.
It's just going to be a reoccurring
The
joke
Vince McMahon jokes are
for the
gonna be
next
going
2
for
hours. Get ready for it, Jude.
I just think it's hilarious that, like, I just assumed he has shit on someone before. Like, I don't even need to. I don't need to have ever seen one Raw episode. If I had seen a picture of Vince McMahon,
He
you look
looks
at
like-
that guy,
he
you're like,
does.
he shits on people.
He does. He does
He
look like
for
a guy who
sure-
shits on
for
people.
sure shits on
Hold
people.
on. Are we segueing
No,
to that
not yet,
already?
not yet. But she's right. She's right.
I just think it's funny that it's like such a big deal. I'm like, that never occurred to you?
I wish I had a Vince McMahon impersonation.
I don't know how
It's like-
how that guy talks.
it's like-
I don't know.
He kind of talks like this. Like, it's like that's about all I can really do. It's like, I'm gonna shit. I'm gonna shit on your face.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like, what do you think
he-
about
I
that,
think
Johnny
he's
Ace?
actually said
I'm gonna
that on
shit
the
on your
show
face.
before.
But that was a hard pivot. We need to like go back to.
I didn't have time to hit my marker,
yeah,
man.
we gotta go back to the movie.
He
Go
keeps
back to-
bringing it up.
I know
Yeah.
it's on his mind.
Yeah.
Vader's going to talk about Vince McMahon in a few minutes, I guess. We'll get there soon.
You're gonna like it.
It's going to get real weird. Anyway, I would encourage everybody in the chat right now to go watch that movie. It's
Yeah.
you can rent it on Amazon. It's like $2.50,
There's-
and
the
you will
mis-
have a blast.
The misogyny just you can cut it with a knife.
So over
It's
the
so
top.
good.
It's so funny.
I'm glad that you had a good time with it.
Yeah.
I thought this movie was terrible.
No, you did.
Yeah.
You didn't find the
I
humor
just-
in it?
Well, yeah, I thought the sexism was really funny.
It's funny, right?
But the movie itself, like, it's an hour and 20 minutes, and you can tell they were trying to stretch this
Oh, yeah,
movie
yeah,
the
yeah,
fuck out.
yeah.
Because, there's I want to say it's a good 3 or 4 minutes of just watching a rocket
Mhm.
go
Oh,
up.
yeah. Yep.
And there were so many scenes like that you were like, cut. Why didn't they cut yet? Cut.
Well, at the
Don't matter.
time, that was all like future technology,
Yeah.
or maybe it's just
Yeah.
on the cups of being in the popular
I mean,
culture.
their whole budget was probably on that rocket. They were like, we
what-
gotta get our money's worth.
What tripped me out was they used some kind of weird stock footage
Mhm.
of some rocket that
Yeah.
was getting launched from a space
It
place.
was
And this
real,
this
right?
was like 12 years
Or was that a
before
model?
we went to the moon, right?
I think it was a model.
looked legit.
I would assume.
I thought it
looked
was a
real.
model. Does you think it looked real?
It looked real, but I
Hmm.
couldn't tell you where or what it was from.
If you
Yeah.
know the behind the scenes of
Yeah,
Queen
which-
of Outer Space, you just pop that in the comments.
Which launch did they videotape for this movie?
It's like they were doing it was some kind of rocket test.
They-
I mean, that stuff where they were going up into space
Mhm.
and you could see it. It looked just like the stuff that you see now when rockets launch
Because it's all
on
fake.
the news and stuff.
But you know what this reminded me of? It's like if you watch a movie like Scream Queens, where you have
Mhm.
Chad Radwell, who's
Uh-huh.
just like a caricature of an alpha male.
Yeah.
Right. Oh,
And like how he treats women and how women respond to him. Like nowadays, this movie would be parody.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But back
Yeah.
then it was super serious.
yeah.
What I thought was funny was how Zsa Zsa was trying to stamp down her accent.
Oh, she was trying real
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah, because
she
she's
was also
really
trying
thick.
not to move her face.
Yeah,
She was. It was just like a.
I honestly had
whole
forgotten
time.
all about Zsa Zsa Gabor.
I assumed that they overdubbed her after the fact because
so?
she's pretty unintelligible.
I think she had to make a
She-
real conscious effort. You can hear the
Yeah.
accent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can hear it in
Oh.
there. But she's really trying to not have it. Is
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
I watched this movie. I rented it on Amazon, which I think had a HD version.
$389.
And it wasn't expensive, but I got the
Yeah.
HD version. And I have a nice new TV now. The woman who plays the queen with the mask on,
Yeah.
when she was like speaking, you could, her veins would pop out of her neck.
Yeah.
Like she was like yelling through this
You
mask.
could see her
Oh my
mouth.
gosh.
That woman was acting. If you look
Yeah.
closely at what she was doing, you could see her. She was like,
Well, she probably
I
had
was like,
she probably
whoa.
had to project extra
out of
because
the mask.
of the mask.
Yeah,
was
and then
on.
they just go back and overdub it, and she's like talking normally.
Yeah.
But the physical acting of her doing the lines, she was belting that stuff out. It
I
was
wondered how they did that because I was like, that doesn't sound like her talking through a mask.
No, it was definitely
also,
overdub.
did you guys notice? So Space Command at the very beginning of the movie, it looked like they just had these weird sex toys on the table.
Yes.
They all
Yeah.
look like dildos.
Another thing I wanted to mention, which I'm glad you mentioned, the alpha male thing, the big destructive laser that the women have constructed to destroy the men on Earth.
Yeah.
Because there's only men on Earth.
Mhm.
And there's only women on Venus. they were
Apparently.
wanted to use this laser machine to destroy it, and to get their name for the laser machine is the beta disintegrator.
Oh my
And the
God.
whole time I'm like, beta male disintegrator.
No,
They're going to
what?
destroy all the beta males
That's good.
on Earth.
I don't like
And all
beta
that's going
males.
to be left is these sexy studs from the
Oh,
space
yeah,
station.
yeah.
I couldn't, every time they were like, oh no, they're powering up the beta destroyer.
Man,
I'm
can
like,
we do that? Can we get rid of all the betas? That's not a bad idea.
I
The
mean,
world will be a much better place.
eventually they'll weed themselves out
I
because they
suppose.
don't procreate, so it's fine.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Dear God help
That's
me.
dark. All right. Oh man, what a movie! What a movie! I had a great time doing it. I had a great time watching it with my wife. Her eyes rolled out of her sockets every 5 minutes. It
Be a
was
good, be a
glorious.
good double feature with Angry Red Planet.
Yeah, yeah,
That was another very unintentionally
Yeah.
sexist movie.
Yeah.
yeah. We're gonna keep this up. If you guys like this kind of stuff, if you like us talking about these old 50s and 60s sci-fi movies, shout it out.
How
in the
often
chat.
are we doing these?
I don't know, once a quarter, maybe. I don't know.
We'll
figure it
whenever
out.
we feel like it.
Yeah.
But what do you guys think was the most sexist line of dialogue in this movie?
Oh God.
Oh, the women can't invent things, and if they could, they couldn't aim it
Because they can't
You've seen them
drive.
drive. Yeah.
That was pretty far up there.
Yeah.
I think some of the pickup lines I think were probably the worst.
Okay.
Yeah.
The
I can't
one- everything
Go
that
ahead.
came out of the navigator dude's mouth
Yes.
was,
Yeah.
was gold.
He was the
It was gold. Every bit of it.
Let's go, Johnny.
Let's go, Johnny. I was loving this movie. Go check it out, guys. It's on
Uh,
Amazon Prime.
I'd like to ask the chat, put it in the comments on the video. What do you think is the most unintentionally sexist movie out there?
Well, that's a good question.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see if you've seen some old sci-fi movies. Nick, I know you're in the chat. I saw you a little bit ago. You've got some knowledge behind you. Tell me about those fun movies. All right. Well, let's take some time to interact with the chat. I see Justin Proper is here. What's
Yeah,
up,
what's
brother?
up?
It's good to see you. He
Hey.
stopped by the studio last week or a week or
Yeah.
so ago. We
Did
watched.
he?
Yeah, he was in town, just layover from LA to wherever he was going.
He felt so bad about missing me that he gave me a call home the other day.
Oh,
Aw.
We talked for like an hour.
nice.
Crazy.
Yeah. he's a good guy. I watched
Nice dude.
I watched like 3 episodes of Norseman with him. He had never seen it before.
Oh,
And I was like, bro, you gotta check the show out.
Mhm.
And I told him all about Corda Conradi
Yeah.
and Jan Iver. And I was like, dude, this show is freaking legit. We watched like 3 episodes. We sat down here for like an hour and a half.
you're
Just
always
hung out.
you're always spreading the goodness
Dude.
of the Norseman.
If I can make more fans of Norseman, that is my
Yeah.
life's mission.
Have you heard about the Norseman?
Have you heard about
I got
Norseman?
some literature for you.
Which I owe you that because you introduced it to me and I was like, this is fantastic. Man Squatch. Is that what that is? Man Squatch, what's up? How you guys doing? Penny's in the house and everybody's
Nerdy Neo.
Nerdy Neo. What's up, guys? Oh, I see Matt Vader in here.
Yeah,
Shouting out
some
criticals.
dude.
Anthony
Yeah.
Mark says, slave girls from beyond infinity.
Oh,
That
some-
also sounds
Ooh.
like porn.
That sounds like 1987 though. Is that retro? What's retro nowadays?
Oh, pre-70, 69 and older.
Yeah, but isn't retro like anything over 30 years?
yeah, no,
That's the 80s.
no, we got to get new terms because it's got to be 50s, 60s to be retro.
Okay.
40s,
What would you
40s or golden age.
Sure,
Older,
sure.
yeah.
What would you call the 80s then?
The 80s.
Classic.
Classic is
Yeah,
80s.
sure.
Okay.
Yeah, 80s.
And then
90s.
there's just like real hard downturn during
Yeah.
the late 2010s where everything just went to hell.
right.
I think we're still recovering from that.
Yeah, the 80s were the best decade ever of all time. So that's why it's the golden years or something. I don't know. It doesn't matter. We just make things up. Man, chat is going crazy.
And that's great. All right. So
We got a members chat.
we do. Oh, hey, gang. Acknowledge me. What's
No.
up, Danny the Dark Knight?
Not
Dork
doing it.
Knight. What's going on, brother?
Uh-uh.
Acknowledge me.
Nope. Not gonna happen.
Anyway, what's our goal for today for the
10,
subs? Doing 10?
10
members?
subs.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
after this show, we're gonna go right into our members only stream where we get a little weirder than we already are, which is hard to believe.
We're gonna get weirder.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know how much weirder you can get besides talking about Vince McMahon shitting on people. What is this?
It's pretty weird.
We're going into this right now.
We're going into
You're
this?
gonna take it over. I don't know anything about Vince McMahon.
Did you boom bitch?
I did, boom bitch.
Boom bitch. So we're calling it now.
We're calling it that because it's easier to remember. He's
So,
like, can you do me a favor, put a
listen,
marker at the beginning of each topic? And she was like, just boom bitch that. I'm like, oh yeah.
I don't have the article up in front of me, so this is all off the top of my head.
Okay, go for it.
But he was sued last week by a former employee who was only an employee for like a year and a half or maybe 2 years, that worked at WWE
Mhm.
as his assistant or something of some kind. To check
She
him
was
probably.
a physical therapist.
Okay, sure, but she ended up getting involved with Vince and John Laurinaitis, who was another executive there, another
Okay.
former old wrestler.
Okay.
He went by Johnny Ace, and he's been an executive at WWE for a very long time. And apparently, behind the scenes, they're doing some really nasty stuff.
Oh, they were wobbly H'ing.
And they were having a
What?
threesome with her,
Whoa.
and
Consensual?
apparently,
Well,
I-
supposedly he like pressured her into
Yeah.
this type
That
of
sounds about
quid,
right.
Quid
Yeah.
pro quo.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
sure.
mean, and Vince is into some kinks apparently. And to keep it in mind, he's in his 70s at this point. He's like
Yeah.
in his 70s at this
Wait,
point.
when did this take
Like
place?
2016, 2017.
So not that long
Yeah,
ago,
not that
then.
long
Okay.
ago.
Less than 10
And
years.
What's the statute of limitations on suing someone
I
for
have-
shitting on your head?
I don't
have no
know. They're
idea.
suing people all the time for shit that happened 30 years ago.
Anyway, they were having a three-way or something like that. And Vince is into some weird shit.
Uh-huh.
And while Johnny Ace is, taking care of one side, Vince takes a shit on her head and
On her head.
on her face.
Specifically.
Yeah, in her head.
I'm
So-
just
and-
trying
and-
to figure
and-
out where everyone is positioned.
Right. And she makes it stay there, and they go on for like another 90 minutes.
Yeah, so
during the whole
basically,
thing. Yeah.
basically he poops in her hair
Yeah.
and then he makes her stay there while
Yeah.
he goes and cleans up, but
Yeah.
they prevent her from cleaning up until after they're done.
Oh, that's
Right. So anyway,
fucked up.
time goes on.
Is this-
She leaves the company,
Did they record this?
and
I don't know.
and she apparently has some kind of deal with him where Vince is going to pay her $3 million or some shit
That's it.
to shut the fuck up, never talk about this again. Right. So anyway, she never
You
got
got
paid.
$3 million.
She-
You can shit on my
she,
head.
she,
too.
she never got paid. So she said, okay.
Oh, she never got paid.
She never got paid.
Oh,
That's-
okay,
that's
yeah,
the-
go for it, girl.
Yeah.
You got to get half down at least.
Yeah.
That's a half up front.
Yeah.
Half after the
You always get the money up front.
Yeah, especially
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
a deal like
And
that.
I'm gonna need $3 million
But-
per dude.
But
in the room.
apparently Vince was like sharing her, or she was involved with like other wrestlers, like weird text and shit.
Yeah.
Like she was like
She was the
like
toy.
apparently I don't know what I can say without getting into like defamation. and
Yeah,
stuff,
don't do anything crazy.
But one of the other wrestlers was like, she was sending him pictures, and he was calling her like being a dom and calling her bitch and doing all this kind of stuff, and it's really weird.
Yeah.
But I guess this court
For
document
you, because that's
reads-
not your kink.
When you
reads like
she was like,
something
don't
else.
kink
but-
shame Vince
Yeah,
McMahon.
Don't say it's weird. How dare you?
That's wild, dude. So you're telling me that a bunch of guys whose profession is to get greased up in their underwear and
Yeah.
fight each other also have weird sexual kinks?
Yeah, shocker.
Whoa.
Right?
I don't
Well,
understand why this is a surprise.
She was like, yeah.
it really isn't to me. It's just
As
kind of
soon as
gross.
I heard Vince McMahon
Yeah.
shit on somebody's head, I went, yeah, that
Yeah,
sounds right.
makes
that
sense.
tracks.
Yeah.
That sounds
Yeah.
right.
That sounds right.
So nobody was surprised by this, right?
Not really. Not,
and
you think about it, not
all
really.
this is coming out because of the lawsuit. Like,
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Well, he
like,
should have just paid her.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Don't do something like that and then besmirch on the deal. Like,
Is his daughter still married to Triple H?
Yes.
Okay.
yeah. Oh, keep it in the family, huh?
well, what's interesting about this is that for the longest time, WWE was privately owned by the McMahon family.
Mhm.
And then they basically got bought out by this other
He
group.
sold it.
Yeah, he sold it. And so like this other group owns both the WWE and the UFC, I believe.
Oh.
That's
and
right.
and The Rock just got like a board seat on like this
Yep.
this company. And when all this mergering and acquisition stuff happened,
To be clear, we said mergering. Not
Mergering.
not murdering.
merging.
I heard murder for a second, and I was like, "Oh, okay."
But
Please continue.
It's all very gross and very sordid.
Yeah.
And it makes me. This is the one thing it got out. Imagine all the other gross shit
Yeah.
that's been going
for
on.
sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
what did she
imagine
get
what
paid
happened
for?
in the 80s.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
When it was
It's
at
just-
its height.
It's like, I mean, like there's all kinds of sordid tales of like Hulk Hogan cucking like Bubba the Love Sponge and shit back in the day. And there's so much shit that we don't know. There's a lot of gross, nasty sex tales out there from the wrestling world, and it comes at a bad time because they just announced that $1 billion whatever deal with Netflix,
$5
billion.
Whoa.
It's all very strange. It honestly, it's just. I was just starting to get ready to start watching the WWE again, and I'm like, I don't know.
You can't help but watch.
No, I
These
don't.
guys
I don't really want to. I just like
are pooping on each other.
It's just
Back to the poop.
Like literally.
yeah.
I can't.
Takes shit talking to a whole new level, doesn't it?
Do you guys remember that one wrestler with the huge ass who his finishing move, but he would just like ass.
Was it Mankind or something like that?
No,
Rikishi.
It was Rikishi.
Rikishi?
Yeah,
Okay.
Rikishi.
yeah, he would just basically like drop his ass on their face like 5 or 6 times.
Pull up a G-string.
Telling you, man.
And wow, there we go. That was
When
what it
your
did.
profession is to get lubed up in your underwear and fight people.
Yeah, it's very, very, very homoerotic, right?
Yeah.
There's something about
Or
it.
just erotic.
Or just
No, okay. I have a legit question.
Okay, what's up?
Is there a videotape of this event happening?
I don't know.
Or is it just word of mouth?
I think it's word of mouth. It's probably
So it's about the complainant's report of what happened.
Okay.
It's very detailed though.
Because I'm trying to picture it. And I don't no, legit. I don't understand.
Okay, so here's you got this woman.
Yeah.
You got Johnny
woman's in
Ace
the middle.
on one end, going
On
to town.
the back end, probably.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
She's lying
And-
on her back.
And you got Vince.
She's lying on her back.
Vince squatting and dumping on her face. On the other end. That's pretty easy to visual.
Whoa. Yeah, I see it.
Okay,
Thanks.
but-
Thanks, everybody.
I mean, I know how long it takes. I know how long y'all spend in the bathroom.
Yeah.
You're telling me there was no warning for this?
No. That's our private time. That's
Yeah.
different. Okay.
No, that's when
This is business, right? This is business.
No, Vince told her he was going to do
Yeah.
this. And while the other guy was taking care of
Oh,
business
during
from
the
the
$3 million
other end,
negotiation. Okay.
No. Yeah, during the threesome.
Yeah.
So like the other guy was basically holding her down while he was taking care of business on the other end, and then Vince squats around the face end and just lets it
I don't want
fly.
to talk about this anymore.
it's like, here's the deal, Jude. Will we go to the bathroom and take care of business?
Uh-huh.
That lasts about 40 seconds.
Yeah, it's
The other 30 minutes is just us hanging out on
hanging
Twitter.
out. Yeah,
Hanging
whether
out
it's,
on Twitter.
it's a
writing our
it's a
memoirs.
magazine or it's a
yeah,
phone.
That's
I might play a game
our
of Call of
time.
Duty.
It's very
I
special.
mean, Call of Duty while you're taking a duty.
Yeah,
Come on,
Yeah,
bro.
it's a very private, special time
Literally
for every
Call
man.
of Duty.
Call of
Yeah.
Duty. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Listen, I have Call of Duty mobile. You can hit me up on @SaltyNerd88. I'm on there. I'll kick
like-
your butt.
It's like
Only when
I'm
you're pooping.
when I'm chatting
While I'm
with
taking a
people,
shit.
Just one-handed.
when I'm chatting with people around noon, I'm taking a shit every day. It's like, what's up?
There's probably somebody in our chat taking a
You're
dump
probably
right
taking
now.
a shit right now. I thought, yeah, for
Speaking
sure.
of our glorious chat,
Mhm.
I cannot wait to bring this marker up here. Let me make sure. First of all, I just want to say, Dork Knight, thank you for the 5 gifted
Nice.
memberships.
Thank you,
That's
man.
amazing. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we're halfway to our goal.
I will acknowledge you.
Yeah, that's
job.
fantastic. Thank you, sir. And then we have a $100
Whoa,
super
Forbes
chat.
and his
William Forbes is in the house. What's up, SMP? Happy to be here. A little late. Looking forward to y'all's discussion. Glad to see you, Vader.
my buddy.
There you go. Pooping on people. Maybe I shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
LOL. Hey,
Hey, man.
Scotty Dub. He's throwing the gauntlet down. Scotty Dub, gauntlet accepted.
Ooh.
Let's
Yeah,
raise
so-
that money for
So
these
on our
wonderful
Saturday
people.
live stream, Scotty Dub threw down a hundo,
Whoa.
Just
Yeah.
made our goal.
and he was like,
Nice.
the ball's in your court, Forbes.
That's amazing. And William Forbes just gifted the other half of our membership goal. So
Nice.
now we have 10. Fantastic. If you accept this gift and you become a member, you will get access to our members only
Yeah.
live stream
Do
right
we need
after
to
this
move
one.
the goalpost now?
no,
Because
I'm
we're
not-
only like
I'm not-
15 minutes
I'm
in.
not going to move the goalposts. I'm not going to do that, but I really hope other people decide to
Yeah.
become members.
Join in. It's a
Yeah,
fun time.
yeah. I got a little bit of gifted membership envy watching side scrollers this morning. 'Cause they
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
kept
man,
dropping
those guys
gifted-
are wild.
Yeah.
He has a great community over there.
Yeah. Well, our community,
Ours
awesome
is great, too.
Awesome. I love it. So you
So-
guys are fantastic. Thank you all for being here. I hope this is interesting, at least. I
And
don't
also,
know.
all the people who get gifted memberships, like as soon as we're done with this show, we roll right into the members
Yeah.
only
Yep.
stream.
Yep.
All right. Next topic that we wanted to discuss just shortly, because something weird happened
What are we
in the world of music right now. Conservative podcaster, talk show guy, Ben Shapiro.
Need a hoodie.
I need a hoodie.
There's one in the other room.
There is one.
Should've grabbed one.
I should have grabbed it. Joined forces with Tom McDonald, who is a independent rapper.
Independent rapper.
So
he's a YouTuber.
I wouldn't call him that to his face. They joined forces and they have topped the charts with their #1 single "Facts." And I watched it. I'm a fan of Tom McDonald's music. He's got some good songs. Not all of them, but most of them are pretty cool. And for whatever reason, the stars aligned, and Ben Shapiro was like, "Yeah, I can rap," because he's a classically trained violinist or
Well, that translate right into
That's the joke. He's like, "Yeah, I know music."
Yeah.
So
I can talk to a beat.
So he joins up and they do this video with this music, and sure enough, there's Ben Shapiro just rapping deadpan flat, and I'm like, this is the biggest.
He was just being Ben Shapiro.
Yeah,
he didn't sound any different to me than he talks on his radio show.
It was a little bit more on beat, but yeah, it was very consistent
because he talks so fast all the time. I can't really understand what he says anyway. So
that dude's on Adderall for sure.
Oh, for sure, all the time. It's ridiculous.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
I really don't like listening to Ben Shapiro because he talks so fast.
Dude, you got to put it at half speed.
Yeah,
bitch.
I did. You got to put him at half speed if you want to. If he's covering a topic that you're interested in, you got to put him at half speed, and then it's like, oh, okay.
Oh, and he sounds normal. Little deeper voice because it's going a little slower. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Anyway, I listened to this music and it was wild and it was cringy and ridiculous. But I think that was
it
point.
cringy?
Yeah, it was real cringy.
I thought it was a great message. I love the song.
I'm not talking about the message of the song. I'm
talking
talking
I don't
about
care if I offend you.
No, that's fine.
That should be our mantra here at Salty Nerd Podcast.
Sure. I'm not talking about the song itself. I'm talking about the Ben Shapiro rapping.
It's only like 12 seconds of the song.
I know it's featuring him, but it was the goofiest thing I think I've heard in a long, long time. And I'm not trying to bash the guy. I think it was the purpose though, right? It was a troll on the music industry.
Absolutely.
And I'm all for that. Because it was a troll in the music industry. Every time I turn around, the most popular music video or whatever of the time has got some weird freaking devil Satan worshiping message or something like that. You know what? Once in a while, just throw a wrench in there, guys.
Next thing we're gonna get a fucking Green Day single with Don Lemon fucking singing a verse. So
Alice Cooper. What's his name? I can't remember that freaking stupid CNN guy.
We're going into a heavy political season, so we're gonna get. Yeah, so there's gonna be more and more stunts like this.
You think there's gonna be a stunt?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. It's gonna be left, right. We're just gonna see if we can top each other.
I don't think the left has a sense of humor.
No, they don't. They don't know how to meme. They don't know how to do anything.
Ben Shapiro on a rap song. It's just like
it's hard to beat that.
How do you do that?
It's hard to beat that.
I do think it's funny that they tried to make him look all hard.
Oh, dude.
Video.
He's in his hoodie and is all like, yeah.
It's like,
I'm like, bro, you're not scary.
Yeah. He's like almost 4 feet tall.
He's
bad.
It's like all 112 pounds of him.
And he's got this angry little look in his face. And he's like, yeah.
He's got some.
He's like wearing his yarmulke under.
Go get it, man. Yeah. I say go get it. Do what makes you happy. I think it's funny. Just trolling the music industry. Good for you guys. Keep it up. Thumbs up from me. All right.
Just hold on. I got to highlight this. My favorite comment. He's the only person who raps slower than he talks. That's accurate. That is 100% correct.
Nice. Good job, Jay.
Good job. I want to hear Jude's take on Ben Shapiro rapping.
You didn't listen to it, did you?
I haven't seen it. Yeah. I don't watch him.
I don't either. It's not that. It's just like, why is he
I also don't know who this rapper is.
Tom McDonald?
Yeah.
He's good stuff.
Well, you had an interesting take on Tom McDonald earlier.
Oh, well, if you want to throw me under the bus again.
He's good at that.
He's really good at that.
God damn it, man.
What I was saying was, if you look at Tom McDonald's history, and he might have changed his opinions, I don't know, but if you go back far enough, he wasn't who he is today. And I think he found a niche that was underrepresented.
Yeah.
And he created songs to fill that niche, and he's become wildly successful for it. So good for you. I mean, he saw a spot where he could create content that people were going to resonate with, and he dove right into it because it literally didn't exist. So
it's funny that you respect that, but you won't do that on this show.
No. I will not sell out.
I refuse to sell out.
I refuse.
Yeah. I cannot sell out.
As I'm wearing a Criticless shirt and I'm drinking sponsored.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor. Hashtag not a sponsor. Caskers.com. No. Hey, man. Everybody's got their thing. But
chill.
Yeah.
Fucking chill. I swear.
Alex, do you think you could rap like Ben Shapiro?
1,000%. Yeah. Like Ben Shapiro?
Can I do the Ben Shapiro line and we'll record a song?
You want to be the featured artist?
well,
That makes me have to be the main artist.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can be the main
You
artist.
can't be a rapper, dog. What are you talking about?
No, dude. No. That's not my genre. I can't
Go
do
put
it.
on a hoodie and see how you feel.
I'm MC
Yeah.
Vader, and I'm here to say
That's
it.
better. No, hey, listen. If you want to do some Beastie Boys stuff, I'm on board. We could make that happen for sure. I mean, we'll recreate that.
What you got? What you got?
We'll recreate that skit from The Office where it's Dwight
we can do
Schrute.
that.
And Mike.
That'd be
Yeah,
super
we
fun.
could get Dan Vass to come on and produce a single.
No, I don't want
Yeah.
him to lower himself that far down. He's too good.
I need Dan Bass to make us a title intro for our shows.
Like just a badass metal song.
Yeah, like he did for F&T.
Oh, he did that for F&T?
Friday Night Tights. Friday Night. Yeah, that's all Dan Bass.
That's
I wonder what he
awesome.
charges.
I don't know. Dan Vasquez is awesome though. Shout out to that guy.
Oh, yeah.
He's rad. I'd listen to his music any day.
I need a good metal intro.
Mm-hmm.
Not that rap shit. I don't like rap music.
It depends on what it is.
Yeah.
It depends on who.
That's just the Beastie Boys or Cypress Hill. Then I'm all right.
Didn't the Ben Shapiro song like hit #1 on like the iTunes
Yeah.
charts or
Yeah,
something?
yeah.
Yeah.
As a joke?
No, legitimately. It just got so many
I mean,
downloads.
yeah.
These are both hugely popular people. Tom McDonald has millions.
You telling me people are sitting in their cars singing along?
1,000.
It's a catchy song.
It's catchy.
It
I
really
don't
is a
need
good
it.
song.
You don't believe it.
All right.
I mean, it's no Kanye West, but you know, I'm saying.
Don't come on. It's way better than that.
Don't you
idiot.
besmirch Jesus.
This terrible shit.
I thought he wasn't allowed to do anything anymore. Don't they have him locked up in a basement
Pretty
somewhere?
sure.
He's
Yeah.
got a new wife. He's got a new trophy.
He's got
wife.
new teeth too. See that?
He's like, oh yeah, he like turned them all
He
platinum.
turned them
or some
all into
shit.
black. He
Pulled all
looks
his
like
teeth out.
Jaws from James Bond.
Yeah, that dude's out of his mind.
It's all right. You get into the industry long enough, man, you're all going to lose your minds.
Yeah.
I lose my mind just thinking about it.
Mhm.
Crazy. $5 super chat from William Forbes. Should tell new members that you might need to click the members link at the end of this live stream. Last week had to manually click it. God dang it,
There you go.
StreamYards. Thank
There
you,
you go.
sir. Thanks for producing
We're
the
still
show. William
figuring
Forbes.
out the logistics.
Well, so we have it set up in YouTube, not StreamYards,
Oh.
that after this live stream ends, it automatically goes to
Should work.
automatically go to the members only live stream.
Yes.
So we're going to ask the chat if they can let us know if it works this time once we get to the members
right.
stream.
It's our third time doing it, guys. Another $5 super chat from Backyard TARDIS. What's up, Nick? He said
Nicky.
Vader did great on side scrollers. Dropped a poop ton of puns.
Yeah.
Wink, wink.
Yeah.
Nice. Good one.
That was fun.
I thought he did crappy.
He did a really shitty job.
Is that the theme of this show? It's
It's-
just
yeah.
Vince
Vader,
McMahon.
you're my number 2. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Put a 2 in the chat for poop.
Vader with his weak wrists.
Sometimes it's
I think I
really hard
sprained this one.
to pull back on it. You know?
Oh, man.
jeez. Jude is way too good at the poop jokes.
She isn't even drinking.
I know.
That's ridiculous.
I'm sipping on something. What am I sipping on?
I'm genuinely curious about this sex act.
You
That's
want
a
wanted
thing.
like a full breakdown.
I do.
Yeah,
I
that's
need
weird.
I need to
You
know.
want visuals? You want a stick figure? Can I draw a stick figure
I
for you?
might need like an animation.
Can we get AI to animate that for us?
I'm sure it's already been done.
Oh, how do I clip that so that it matches with the other one?
No,
'Cause we
it
have the-
makes sense if you because you said like, oh, he said he's gonna do this, and they made her stay there for it. Okay, got it. But I've been assuming this whole time that she was like, oh, I can't believe you did that to me. Like, bitch, you didn't know that was coming.
Keely down in the chat says, "Who does number 2 work for?"
Yes.
Yeah, no, the victim absolutely knew what was going to happen,
Yeah, it was
but I
cons-
don't think she knew that they were going to make her keep the poop in her hair for the entire time.
Oh, stop! All right, I'm done.
The
talking.
real crime is that she didn't get paid for
That
it.
is the I would sue too.
Yeah.
Good for
It's
her.
like he didn't give me my
Girl,
hush
get
money.
your money.
Mhm.
I didn't get my hush money, so no, I'm not hushing.
Collect interest on that as well.
But you know, that's
8% over the
Mhm.
last how many years have been?
Is Vince McMahon still married though?
Yeah.
He is. So
Yeah,
Linda
Linda.
McMahon's still in the picture.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I think that's it's a marriage of convenience, I think, at this point. So
I
I kind of picture they have the same kind of relationship that Bill and Hillary did.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Like,
I wonder-
I'm gonna go bang all these people on that island that we're not supposed to talk about.
Well, I
So-
wonder what his kids think when they hear this stuff. It's
I
like,
do
Dad,
feel-
did
I
you
feel
really
bad.
poop on a girl's
I
head?
feel bad for Shane and Stephanie and their
His
grandkids.
kids
I really
are
do.
in
Into some
the
shit.
same
Yeah.
workplace environment. Also, I'm sure nothing is a surprise.
Yeah.
I don't even know the guy. And I was like, yeah, for sure he shat on someone.
Also, now that he's got that weird mustache and he like dyed his hair darker, like the pencil thin mustache
He's going
thing.
through some stuff.
Have you not seen recent pictures of him?
He's in his villain era.
He does look like a super villain.
Yeah.
Well,
now.
that's Mr. McMahon. Is his villain persona.
No, but he actually
Vince
looks like
McMahon is just the businessman who runs the WWE. So it'd be interesting. I'd like to see these pictures. Yes, for sure. Not of him shitting on somebody.
$5 super chat from William Forbes says, I'm not a producer, Alex. Mr. Cage is great at what he does, but definitely a fan. Also, you got that shirt on the store yet? Are you talking about the Sasquatch IPA?
Oh, is he? I thought he was talking about your critic list.
Or is this one? No, this is for this is for Criticalist. But
you did
Sasquatch IPA.
Yeah,
I did say I was going to do that.
Yeah, you need to get that
I
done.
do need to get that done.
I'll make sure he gets it done.
Yeah,
I wanna
hold me accountable. Remind me.
I'll harass him relentlessly.
I might still have the original artwork on my phone.
Send
somewhere.
us if it's not the Sasquatch IPA. Make sure you send us a reminder of which one you're talking about.
That's the one.
Yeah, this guy.
That's
for
him
sure.
with
Yeah,
the pencil mustache.
That's Juan McMahon. That's not Bruce. That's got to be some kind of
Is
parody
that
picture.
really him?
Yeah, that's him.
That's what he looks
I
like.
don't recognize him at all.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks a little bit more familiar. Anyway, I don't know why we're still talking about
Yeah.
that. Let's move on.
Yes.
This next topic is for me and Jude.
Oh, is it? Can I step out then?
Yeah, you can leave if you
All
want.
right, cool.
Have
I
you
might.
seen Peaky Blinders yet?
I have not.
Bro, it's so good.
I know it's really good.
It
It's
is.
actually it's highlighted on my Netflix account. It's on
Yeah.
the front page. It's like Peaky Blinders.
Yeah.
Yes.
Avatar,
answer
Last
is
Airbender.
yes.
Avatar?
Let's go.
No.
I keep going in.
No, man. So Jude and I are big fans of Peaky Blinders.
Yeah.
I love this show. Cillian Murphy is freaking amazing. The whole cast is incredible.
Yeah.
The storyline is awesome. The action is great. Everything. I love this freaking show. But Tommy Shelby's brother, Arthur Shelby, who's played by this actor, Arthur, by Paul Anderson, got arrested recently for possession of a certain substance that will remain nameless, I guess, for YouTube's policies. What are you, Jude? What are you doing, Jude?
What? What?
That's okay. She gave me a little bit before too. No, it's fake.
Don't get it in the studio.
I know. Don't dump it all over
I said,
myself.
goddamn, goddamn.
I said, goddamn,
I
goddamn.
got.
Which
Can I try a little bit of that?
Yeah, help yourself. It's for the table.
it's table.
It's table. It's table.
It's
Okay.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah, it's Coca-Cola. Anyway, so this actor he
Demonetized.
plays Arthur Shelby, which is Tommy's like crazy brother.
Cokehead brother.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
legitimately, the brother plays a drug addict. He's got a lot of abuse problems.
Yeah.
And it's like a constant struggle with
He's
his
a
character.
mess.
He's a disaster.
He's my favorite character.
He's so awesome. I love his character. He's so
I'm
fun.
sorry, Toy.
But when he got arrested for this, the actor pled guilty on all counts.
Mm-hmm.
And his lawyer said, this is his quoted response to why did you plead guilty? He says, well, Paul Anderson is often recognized and does his best to please fans of the show by slipping into character.
Yes.
Method acting,
100%.
bro.
I believe it.
100%.
I believe it.
He's like, oh, Cillian Murphy, I got to get into the character. Let me give me. I'll be right back, mate. Just freaking does a line and then gets into the show.
Yeah.
I can
He
respect
does like
that.
6 lines.
Oh, dude, he gets so messed up in the show. But
Yeah.
now I have to go back and rewatch all these seasons because I want to see if I can find out. Like, which scenes was he just not
I wonder if
acting?
he actually murders people to get in character.
When did he get arrested?
It was like this week, I think, right?
Yeah, so he was still method acting.
Yeah,
Peaky
well,
Blinders is.
They're making the movie right now.
Are they making the movie
That's
now?
probably why he had it on.
Oh, that makes
They're
sense.
filming
I
the
believe
movie.
him.
Yeah.
Let the guy go.
Let him. Well, it says here.
It's probably just a little table
He's
coke.
been
It probably
ordered-
wasn't even his coke.
Look, he's been ordered to pay a fine of $1,500.
That's it.
Man, he spent more on the coke.
That's it. That's all it is. I mean, I don't know. I got to scroll down a little bit.
Did
Maybe
you
there's
boom
more
bitch?
to it.
Did you boom?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, there might be more to it, but according to this article, that was all of it. $1,500 in fines from according to this article that I'm reading here on Consequence. That's a funny title for this article. Yeah. Well, you know, man, live and let live, man. I forget the guy. He puts on a good show.
Drugs
I
are
love
drugs.
him.
Drugs are drugs. Okay. no big deal.
If you're gonna do drugs,
Does this make you want to watch that show a little bit
do
more? though?
drugs.
A little
Okay.
bit. I do want to watch the show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's really good.
I do want to watch it.
Kate, you've seen the show, right?
I have seen it. I feel like after season 3 that it goes downhill.
Agreed.
Season 3 is the best
Like
season.
most
well,
television
hold on.
shows.
When does
Season 3.
Adrian Brody? Thank
yes,
you. Is that season 3?
I think
Yes.
so. Yeah,
That is the pinnacle.
that's the pinnacle.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
100%.
the best season.
Season 5,
But I also love Anya Taylor-Joy. Her
Yeah.
character.
season 4, right?
4 and
Season
5.
Season
I-
4 is good.
I think it's 5 and 6.
Is it 5 and 6? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like she's in there after season 3, I
Mhm.
believe.
Mhm.
Season 5 is the weakest in my opinion, but it's followed up by a semi-decent season 6, and now they're making a movie. So
I can't wait for the movie.
All in all, it's a really good show, and the movie is going to be killer. I can't wait it.
All I'm going to see is Oppenheimer
R.I.P. Polly.
doing drugs and stuff.
No,
Right?
dude, no.
No.
Tommy Shelby's a different beast.
Yeah.
He's not some skinny, weak little scientist guy.
Yeah, the thing is though, Stephen Knight. So after season 6, which I thought was the worst season,
Really?
you get into so the first season of C. So he
Mhm.
created
Yeah,
C,
yeah.
and now he's writing the new Star Wars Rey movie.
Well, no, he
Barf.
quit that. Hold on.
No, he's still doing it.
Are you sure?
I'm 100%.
I thought we reported last week that he walked away from the project because
there's a rumor that he's walking away from the project, but
he's walking.
so far he's still confirmed as to delivering a rewrite on the script.
Move on quick before we start talking
Yeah.
about it. I don't want to talk
You
about
don't want
that.
to talk about Ray?
Really? Please, God, no.
But her yellow lightsaber,
Stop.
her powerful character.
I'm going to get angry. No.
Dude.
So wait, she didn't just dig up the lightsabers that she buried. She made a new yellow
Wait, what?
one.
No, yeah, at the end of Return of the Sky, or whatever that show's called.
Stop.
She lit up her
I'm going to
broken staff.
Anyway, about cocaine.
And it was yellow for some reason, because I don't know, because yellow's the color. Where are you going, V?
He's had it.
Oh, okay.
He's going to take a shit.
Yeah. All right.
He's like, all this talk of poop, I need to go poop.
Uh-huh.
We got another $5
It's like it's
super
moving
chat
some things around.
from William Forbes. It says, Sasquatch IPA, you get it on, and I'm definitely buying. Okay, you get it
Let's
on the
get it
website.
on.
Let's get it on. Yes, Vader, the last Airbender animate. I'll tell him when he comes back. I've also seen Peaky Blinders.
Never seen
Table
Peaky
Coke?
Blinders.
LOL. Yeah, table Coke, man. Look, I got a little bit right here.
It's for the table.
It's for the table.
Yeah.
Let's share it.
Yeah.
I didn't have any dollar bills to roll up though, disappointingly. So
You have keys?
we're at the raw dog.
I have a $1 bill. You want it?
I have nibbles, Greg, and you know me.
I mean,
Oh man.
I'd rather you do it in the house.
Yeah, if you're gonna do it, I'd rather you do it in the
I'd rather
house.
you do it in the studio.
Yeah.
Is that what Vince McMahon said to that chick? Like, I'm going to shit on you, but I'd rather do it here.
Yeah. Where you're safe. This
Where,
is a
where,
safe
where
place.
I can go shower as soon as I'm done.
Oh, I don't want to keep talking about this. It's so gross.
I don't think that's good for your hair.
Oh God. What if it's silky smooth? Well, he has a high protein diet. Maybe that's good for your hair.
Well, urine is actually good for your hair because it has a lot of proteins in it. But I
Wait,
don't,
didn't Vikings used to use that to dye their hair yellow, like more yellow, like bleach it?
I don't know.
I thought they used like lemons and a bunch of other weird shit.
Mints?
Well, the crazy thing about the Vince McMahon story is like, how did he know it was going to, be like, unsolid? Like, what if he had just like dropped a log?
This is 2 girls, 1 cup. What the hell's wrong with you?
So it wasn't solid. This is information I needed.
So like it got into her hair and it stayed in her hair until they finished the threesome.
It was a
Stuff like that.
liquid too.
I assume it was soupy.
Yikes.
Yeah. Because otherwise, like it wouldn't have like really been in the hair.
about this.
Can't get away from it.
Oh my God. It's like the gravitational pull of Venus or something. It's just like, let's just keep talking about poop all
It's
day
like
long.
your butthole has its own gravity.
Yeah.
Or
And that
are we-
means that you can breathe in the
You
atmosphere.
can breathe in it.
We
Yes.
we still talking about poop?
Yes. And I don't know why, man.
He did this to us.
You had to bring it up.
This
I
is a
wasn't
really
even here.
crappy
I
episode.
wasn't even here.
God, this is the crappiest
This is a
episode
great
ever.
episode.
All right.
Is it like hard little
That's
pebbly
what
poop?
we just discussed. Literally, they were like, well, I wonder what kind of consistency it was. I was just like, what the hell?
Delicious.
Deer poop?
Jay Pierce says, wow. Yeah. All
Every
right.
time we think like, oh, this week we were really gross. The next week,
Oh,
Worse.
just wait till next week.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I mean,
But
we were
you-
on pretty good behavior with Charles around, but as
Yeah.
soon as Vader gets back
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
studio,
But listen, we only are a reflection of what we're talking about in the
Yeah. The ridiculous world that we live
that
we are.
that we're in.
Yeah, we are a reflection of the ridiculous
There's a
world.
lot of
that we live
poop talk going on the internets this week. Thank you, Vince McMahon and WWE.
Mhm.
That's it. I
it's
mean,
probably its own genre on TikTok's poop talk.
in. Poop talk. I bet you there's a Reddit.
Yeah.
Guaranteed there's a Reddit for that.
Am I the asshole?
I mean, in fact, we're probably the last
shit on this girl's
podcast to
head.
talk about this.
Is it over? How long ago was
Because
this?
I've seen multiple other ones that have been talking about it for the past few days.
Wow.
So just our turn.
This is getting worse.
What's our next
Well,
bit?
now, though,
speaking
two of
of poop, you guys want to talk about Monarch?
Great segue.
Oh crap! I
Oh.
forgot about no. Okay, so here's the situation with Monarch, right? We started it with all intentions of finishing it, and then we all got bored except for Vader.
Well, and Christmas happened.
Yeah.
Holidays. It was just bad timing, and I was like, I just got tired of the characters. The only one
And
that
then
I really
all of a
liked.
sudden we had like 3 episodes back to back that we had to watch, and we were all like, not worth it.
Yeah, not worth it. You
I
watched
watched
it
I
though.
watched it every week.
We finished it.
You guys finished it.
Yeah.
I totally spaced it.
Yeah.
I didn't forget. Yeah.
Yeah.
So give me your thoughts on the last half of Monarch.
Awful.
Really?
It's terrible.
Oh, I thought you said you liked the ending.
I liked
The last
the
episode.
last episode. Man, it's been a while since I've seen it now. I have to think about it. They at least made an effort to tie it together.
Mhm.
And they you know, the 3 episodes leading up to the last one, so like the last half, they really went down these weird things where it's like it's all about lesbians and inclusivity and all this bullshit that nobody gives a shit about anymore.
Yeah.
You know, and then at the end of the last episode, they finally kind of put a bow on it and sent us on our way, and it was fine. You know, we got an ending with Kurt Russell, Kurt Russell's character, and we got
And then Kirk Douglas shows up.
yeah, then we got a setup for the future Monarch stuff that was in King of the Monsters and all this shit, and they let us off with a bit of a teaser for sequels that I might or might not kind of be interested in to see where they go with it.
Well, are you going to watch Godzilla X Kong?
Of course.
Yeah, I am too. I always go to the theaters.
Those
for these
movies, they're not good movies, but they're fun.
They're just fun. Just popcorn
And this
fun.
next one looks stupid as hell.
Yeah, it looks like they're
It looks
going
stupid
full
as
Fast
hell.
and Furious.
I want to know why Godzilla's arms keep getting bigger, buffer,
He's working out
and longer.
on the off season.
So, you know.
he saw Godzilla. He saw King Kong over there looking yoked.
Yeah.
He's like, I gotta start working out.
I mean,
Got all
Kong
the T-Rex
has
arms.
like a
He's like, how do you get these?
Yeah,
he has like a bionic steel girder arm system.
I
in
saw
this
that.
movie.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Dude.
But-
They're going full Pacific Rim.
But you know this the Monarch thing. I liked how they wrapped it up. Is it a good series? No, it's not. They needed to do some things way different as far as what these characters went. But they, like I said, they tried to wrap it up in a convincing, satisfactory way. Even though they really strayed away from stuff in the middle of the series, there was a lot of bullshit involved. But-
So we know somebody who worked on that show, and I'm not going to name names because I'm not going to get him in trouble or anything like that. But he reached out to me via social media and was like, "Yeah, I worked on that Godzilla show.
Yeah.
It was horrible." Yeah. He called it. He's like, "You guys are going to love trashing it because it was so." He's like, "It's so dumb," and I'm like, "Whoa!" And I didn't. I was like, "Oh, that's kind of a bummer." But when I started watching it, I started getting into it, and I was like, "Oh, maybe they fixed it."
Wait,
in
was he
editing.
talking about Monarch?
Monarch? Yeah,
Okay.
he worked on Monarch.
I did. I would like to say I was right. I think I said something about when the grandma or whatever she is, the original founder, the Japanese lady, remember when she died? And I said, we didn't really see her die.
Yeah, and we'll see a body.
No
You gonna
body.
spoil it right now?
I don't really give a shit. And that I was right. There's payoff for that. In the end, we didn't see her die. She fell in the hole. And apparently you can fall through a hole into the middle earth and survive the landing.
Well,
Somehow.
gravity slows down as you get closer to the middle, and then you kind of just like do this.
But
floaty
apparently
thing.
the realm
can
that they were
breathe.
in, the realm that they were in was not Hollow Earth.
Oh.
It was like a weird level between the Hollow Earth.
Oh, so
and
Earth is like a it's got rings in it.
I guess that's what I understood.
Wait a
right?
minute. I did not pick up on the fact that was not the Hollow Earth.
No, it's not Hollow Earth.
Where did they say that?
In like the end of the last episode.
Okay, because I had a beef with that where it's like, hey, in Godzilla v Kong, when they go into the Hollow
It's
Earth,
like some kind of like purgatory
they
level.
don't have any of the time distortion that they had in this one because of the increased gravity in the Monarch Hollow Earth. Basically, every day there is like a year or something like that.
Yeah.
In regular time.
Yeah.
So like grandma she's to her reckoning she's
It's the same actress.
She's been down there
basically.
like 56 years.
Yeah. No, she said 57 days. I've been here for
she's been down there
57
57
days.
Each day is a year.
But each day is
No.
it's pretty close. It's pretty close. Because when they went back up at the end, it was a 2-year time jump.
Don't mind her. She's just a woman. She doesn't understand math.
No, I'm not trying to say that. We skipped 2 years at the very end of this episode, of last episode, when they came out of.
But they went into Hollow Earth in the movies, and it was like fine. They just went down
which
there for
is
a day
where
trip.
we're like, So and
monsters.
and Godzilla's like blowing holes from the middle.
Literally from Tokyo, drilled a hole into the center.
It's how does that work with the time distortion?
Don't worry about it.
And they went up, and they went back up through the hole, and everything was still the same.
Yeah,
there was no time. Are we not live?
Are we still live?
Yeah, we're live. Hey, everybody. What's up, guys? We just had our computer crash. We have a blue screen of death. Don't buy Alienware.
Don't buy Alienware.
All right. Sorry about that, guys.
But
Give us a few minutes. We're going to restart, and we're going to get going. I'm going to take the time right now to shout out the chat. Let me see here. We got another. That was
so can we keep going with the podcast, or we just don't have the?
Well, it's still live. He just has to pop back into the studio.
Markers.
Yeah. Okay. Boom, bitch. All right. So let's see. Flexzilla. Nice. That's why he's so
I'm
roided
frozen
out.
on there. That's weird.
Roidzilla. Are you guys watching on YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not going? It's still showing we got 60 people.
This is what I see.
Yeah, that's me right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're dead. It's just
but
me.
I don't I think whatever.
Have you seen Upgrade? Yes, I have seen Upgrade. We Upgrade or Upload? No, I watched Upload on Amazon Prime. Is that what you're talking about, Nerdy? Nice Vader screenshot. Yeah. Oh no, William Forbes. It's okay. We're gonna swap this computer out because it does it way too often nowadays. Let's see.
Another PC voice. That's right.
And no time dilation of note. Yeah.
Yeah. There was definitely some inconsistencies in between from the movies to the show.
Yeah.
And they need to clean that kind of stuff up because that's the kind of stuff that just.
For sure. Can you guys hear Vader when he talks on this microphone?
I can hear him. You don't have your headphones on.
We're not doing through this. Oh. What about Gayzilla? Because his lightning is pink. That is a great question.
Yeah.
What is with the pink lightning?
I don't know.
It's super weird.
We're gonna have to address that when the movie comes out.
Is it a new type of power?
It's Betazilla.
Betazilla?
Yeah.
I like that. Betazilla. Okay, looks like we're back. Go ahead. Pop us in. And there we go. Boom.
All right.
Bitch.
That didn't take long.
Alienware.
It's an expensive Dell.
Expensive Dells. Yay.
Yay. Okay.
So did they lose us during that, or did we just?
It went. So if the studio loses the connection to the live stream, my laptop is now the primary one.
Okay, so nobody
lost.
Actually,
they just saw me at a weird angle from my laptop. That's all.
Okay.
So we're okay. I just hate that computer.
Yeah.
That's all. Betazilla.
Yeah. Hashtag Betazilla.
Hashtag Betazilla. I'm still gonna watch it though.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I love those popcorn movies. I take my kids to them. They're fun. They're good.
The little girl from Kong.
She's cute.
She's growing up now.
Is she?
I think so. She's like in charge of the Middle Earth people.
Is it a different actress or she just grew up?
I think she probably grew up.
Millie Bobby Brown is now
it's been like
45.
4 years.
I'm not joking. Millie Bobby Brown from Stranger Things. I look at her now. I'm like, she's like, oh, she turned 35 this week. I'm like, what?
No.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's exactly the same way I feel.
I'm like, she's well.
40? What?
Yeah.
That means I'm like 87.
She's like 23 or something.
Yeah, I'm being a little bit exaggeratory.
I'm looking it up.
Yeah. I like it's one of those things. Isn't that a word?
No.
It's definitely a word. Exaggeratory. It's a I don't know.
well, you know what's funny about Monarch is I feel like the show started good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed the first couple episodes.
She's only 19.
Get out.
I enjoyed the first couple episodes of Monarch, and then the middle of the season was just a mess.
Mm-hmm.
Focused way too much on the kids who we didn't care about. And then I felt like it ended well. The beginning and ending of the season was pretty good. And they definitely left it open for Kurt Russell to come back.
If you could take the first 2 episodes and get everything rid of it, except for the last episode, 3 episodes, it'd be good. It'd be fine.
Yeah, so, but the minute that they turned the main female character lame and gay, it was just like, oh, come on, man. Like, seriously. Like, who didn't see that coming?
Cucked.
Dr. Farnsworth said hyperbolic is the word I was looking for. I like exaggeratory better, though.
Hey, go with it.
Double down on it.
Just go hard.
Don't let them take your words.
That's exaggeratory.
Free speech, whatever, Professor Farnsworth.
Farnsworth over here correcting me with proper grammar. No, thank you, sir. Hyperbolic. That is, sure. That's the word I was looking for.
He don't
All
know
right.
what that means.
All right, now that we're back in full production, we're going to be talking about Ghostbusters, the new trailer just dropped. So this is kind of I want to mention what happened in 2016 with that god awful like all reboot cast whatever, and you could tell
with the Melissa McCarthy one?
Yeah, Melissa McCarthy and all those SNL chicks. When they brought the original characters back in that movie, they were the original actors. Sorry, not the characters. They weren't the characters. They were just like, oh yeah, we're just gonna throw you a cameo bone and it'll be fine.
Well, in 2016, basically all the previous Ghostbusters movies were not canon. They were rebooting it.
Yeah, they were trying to start new, and it just was like,
and now all the Ghostbusters movies are canon except that one.
Except that, oh, how the turntables have turned. But we just watched the trailer for the new one. Is it Emperor of
Frozen
Empire? Frozen Empire. We all liked Afterlife, correct?
Yeah.
Felt like it was a great pivot from what happened. Everybody was super mad.
It wasn't. I don't think I liked it as much as everybody else did.
I really,
but it was fun.
I teared up at the end.
I have to say, you cry at Maverick
because that one needs cried out. Can't help it. Again, that one needs cried at.
But you can cry.
He's like, I wasn't crying. I was having a stroke.
Yeah.
So there was something in my eye. Oh. I really liked Afterlife. I'm a casual fan of Ghostbusters. I wasn't around when it was like super hyped in the 80s. I got into it after the fact. In fact, I think I might have watched the second one for the first time ever, like 2 years ago or last year.
Vigo.
So
Vigo.
So I watched Afterlife and I was like, this is freaking great. I felt like they were treating the characters with respect. They were doing everything right. All the fans were like, this 2016 is bullcrap. Like we don't want any of that.
It was heartwarming and funny, and there were parts that were actually spooky. It had all of the things that the first one had.
Yeah.
The second Ghostbusters movie suffers from sequelitis. It's not very good.
It's not good.
But it's nostalgic and it's 80s. And there's something about it that makes you say, oh, like you can enjoy it now. But at the time, like it wasn't super successful either, I don't think.
I mean, I would have that painting of Vigo in my house.
Would you?
Yeah.
Cool. I don't know.
I have a friend that does have that.
That is super creepy. You know what painting I would have? I would have the Kramer in my house.
Yeah, well.
I would have the George.
Oh.
The 2016 Ghostbusters just feels like it had something to say. And it just feels so agenda driven that it takes all of the joy out of the movie.
100%.
I don't think that the movie is like a super trash, horrible movie. I didn't roll my eyes as I was watching it. I just kept waiting to enjoy it and never did.
Well, the crazy thing about Ghostbusters 2016, there are two aspects to it. First of all, they treated it like a comedy. Ghostbusters isn't a comedy. It's got comedic elements to it, but overall it's actually like kind of like a serious dark fantasy like drama about guys starting a business, underdogs, type thing. And Kevin Feige, sorry, two different guys. Kevin Feige came in and basically it's like, Melissa McCarthy, just ad lib your way through this stuff and be funny. And so like they made it cartoonish. And then when the fans stood up pretty much in unison and said, this is terrible, this isn't Ghostbusters, this began the strategy of attacking the fans for not liking your movie. And they called them
pre-Star Wars, right?
No. This was after Star Wars.
This was after Rian Johnson?
Yeah.
Paul Feig? The chat is correcting you. Paul Feig, not Kevin.
Paul Feig.
Yeah, sorry. Paul Feig, yeah. So this is pre Last Jedi, but post Force Awakens.
Right.
But this was the first instance of like the filmmakers and cast publicly coming out and attacking fans for being sexist and racist and all this other stuff. Yeah, that was the
strategy. Is
how dare we have opinions?
Beat down the fan base that doesn't like your movie because they're the problem, not you. That was like the first instance that we really got a hardcore like blowback from that, which was weird. And then, to the credit of whatever studio makes Ghostbusters, who is it? They pivoted.
I believe it's Sony.
Okay.
And the whole thing about it was like they had plans to, go forward with Feig's version of Ghostbusters. And around the time that 2016 Ghostbusters came out, you had the Sony hack where we got all the emails about like, was it Amy Pascal, who was like the head of Sony Pictures at the time, and her and Feig, exchanging emails about like, yeah, let's make it all female and like girl power and, like stuff like that. And, like, I think that it might have worked had it been set in like the canonical Ghostbusters universe as almost a spinoff type thing. But what they did was they completely trashed like all the stuff that came before it. And then they took the remaining cast members and forced them to do cameos and belittled them.
Contractually forced them to do it. They were all like, no, we don't want to do this. This is not our movie. This is terrible. And they were like, no, you have to.
Well, especially Bill Murray. Like Bill Murray just flat out refused to come on. They were like, we're going to sue you if you don't.
God, what tactic is that? Can you imagine Bill Murray? Call Bill Murray up like, hey, man, we're making this crazy reboot for your movie.
I hear he's kind of a donk anyway, right?
Is
he's kind
he
of
a drama
difficult.
queen?
I kind of hear he's a little bit difficult.
I don't know.
Whatever.
But
Bill Murray and everything.
Bill Murray can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But
he can show up in your living room and you just have to go, it's Bill Murray.
That's Bill Murray.
But you look at the cameos in 2016 where you have Ernie Hudson as like the limo driver, uncle of like, Leslie Jones. You have the taxi cab, Dan Aykroyd, and then like you have like Bill Murray who basically gets killed off in this thing, and then you have like the the bust of Egon like at the beginning.
Yeah.
And you just look at how they're treated in that one, and then like look at what happened in Afterlife, where basically they show up at the end, and the minute that they're like in their uniforms and they're all together,
music,
you're just like, oh my god, this is so good.
Let me ask this question: what happened between 2016 and Afterlife to where the studio or whoever's in charge of this said flip the switch? It's like, okay,
somebody at Sony made the call.
The same people that demanded the Snyder Cut went for Ghostbusters.
Don't bring that evil upon us, Jude.
Well,
that is a successful mob.
I think what happened is, first of all, Amy Pascal got replaced as the head of Sony Studios, and then the Reitmans, basically, who have like a lot of say in the direction of the franchise, came in and said, we didn't like how 2016 happened. We want to course correct. And Jason Reitman, the son of Ivan Reitman, who was the director of the first two movies, basically came in and was like, okay, we're going to get back to basics. We're going to make this about Egon's family, and we're going to bring in like the old school cast and stuff like that. And so that was what changed. And it was one of those situations where, like, if we were to remove Kathleen Kennedy from Star Wars and bring in someone different who would allow the change to happen, we could probably salvage Star Wars. But like, this is a case study of how Ghostbusters was salvaged.
I got to go again. We can't talk about Star
Wars. You know what you got to do is you got to get the women out of there. You know, there's too many women in charge. That's why everything sucks right now.
You're not lying. You're telling the truth.
Monkey Jeebus is dropping some behind the scenes stuff in the chat.
Oh yeah,
just want to draw your attention to it.
You want to read what he's saying?
He said Paul Feig is stupid. Mr. Poole, I worked with him in Sabrina.
Whoa.
Nick Bakay was cool. Paul Feig was a weenie.
Oh, I got some inside information. That's interesting. Nice. Okay. Well, we watched the trailer for the new one that's coming out, and by and large, we all seem to really enjoy it.
It looks like it has a lot of everything that we loved from the original, the latest one, and this looks like it's falling right in line with that.
There are a lot of ties to the original. So first of all, it takes place in New York. And like we see them go back to the New York Library, and we got like some throwbacks to like the ghost librarian in there, and the
they even brought Dickless back.
Dickless is now the mayor of New York.
Yeah,
and
that makes sense.
Makes 100% sense, and he hates these guys. And so I feel like he's going to be the roadblock for the whole show. Like they're going to have to get past the mayor.
It'll be similar to the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man thing.
Yeah. I'm wondering.
What did you do, Ray?
I hope they bring Podcast back. Remember him from Afterlife?
What I didn't see was Rick Moranis.
Oh, he's not coming back.
He's never coming back, dude. No,
he's not coming back.
No, he retired. He legitimately retired. Like everybody's been trying to get that guy back on screen.
I didn't see
he's done a couple
Weaver
commercials.
Has he? Since his wife died?
Yeah, he was on a Mint Mobile commercial.
Well, you got to pay the bills once in a while.
Oh, his kids are probably grown at this point.
Probably.
Yeah. You know how quickly he could rise back up to stardom, though?
A million %.
Yeah.
So I saw what I saw in this trailer, and don't get me wrong, because I thought the trailer was fine. I'm looking forward to this, and I enjoyed it. I saw a lot of fan service.
That's what I was just going to say. Thank you for mentioning that.
I did. I saw.
Yeah.
Well, how does that make you feel? It makes me feel good.
Yeah.
You know, and then there's the Slimer thing.
But
And
you know
there's
what?
we get the cameos of all the boys. And it's all great. It's fine.
But that better not be all of it, though.
But
right?
I want a story.
Yeah.
I don't want just fan service.
Frozen Empire.
I want something fun.
Yeah.
You know?
I hope they balance it.
I like that they're moving past the whole Gozer, the Gozerian, like big bad.
Sure.
Because I feel like they wrapped that up in the last movie.
Yeah.
And so now they're
This is
bringing
a
in
new threat.
a new threat. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
Son of Vigo.
I'm hoping that they are able to balance, like, yes, here's a new story. We still have we got Paul Rudd. He's still there. The young girl from Afterlife, who I really liked her. The granddaughter of
Are we
Egon.
gonna get Ghost Egon again? That would be pretty cool.
Maybe.
I don't need another Ghost Egon.
Yeah, that doesn't need to be. You don't need to pull that hat trick again. But we'll
Yeah.
see. I mean, I think what they did for the trailer is they leaned real heavy on the fan service to be like, hey guys, we're cool, right?
We're back and we're doing it right.
We're back and we're doing things okay. I think that's the whole point of the trailer. I think once we get in the movie, hopefully it'll be more lean towards the.
The
new
best
story.
part of the trailer for me was when Ant-Man
Paul
Rudd basically says, "Bustin' makes me feel good."
Yeah. That's a little fourth Wally.
I really liked it though. I thought it was funny. He's kind of bashful about it.
Yeah.
He's like, it makes me feel good.
Dude,
I did like the ghost trap on the
drone.
The drone one.
Dude,
That was
that's
pretty cool.
dope. That is great.
That's a modern twist.
Yes,
on something.
it's a perfect way to bring in like the new kid, like the new kids on the block have some new toys, and they're going to use them to do ghost busting.
Sure.
I love the drone stuff. It was awesome. You all right, Jude?
Oh,
go? Like
okay.
you got to go? Like you're done?
All right.
God damn. All right.
Yeah,
well, thanks for
the
being
time.
here, Jude. Sign off.
Sorry.
Tell
Jude,
people
where can people find you?
I have a hard out. I have to like be on the road at 3:30
Yeah.
and I gotta pee first. So.
Okay. All right. Thanks for being here, Jude. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
So I gotta dip out.
That's all good.
Voiceofjude.com.
Thevoiceofjude.com. That is my
Well, let's
website.
go. You know what? You're just in time for us to switch over to Taylor Swift. So
Okay.
be gone.
Oh, Lord.
I will wrap it up by saying, remember last week when I told you that I was certain I was going to get replaced because I have to play 30 different British characters? They have not replaced me. They have
Sweet.
approved my first 15 minutes, and we are a go.
Congratulations on playing 30 characters in one
Every time he
audiobook.
makes me high five him,
I know.
he's like, ow, my wrist.
I know. I don't know why I did it to myself.
All right, bye, guys.
See ya.
All righty. We're going to jump in the chat. I saw a couple super chats while we were talking about Ghostbusters. Let's see here. We got William Forbes just dropping that dough. $5 from William Forbes says the end with Japanese Granny was legit. Her and Russell's scene
It was
good. Surprising what good actors can do for a crappy script. More Ghostbusters. Yes.
I felt that was a really well acted scene.
Mhm.
Take your table Coke with you, Jude.
And
Move the table coke.
Yeah.
over.
Here, hand me the table Coke. I'll add it to my table
oh
Coke.
god, that's a lot of Coke.
That's a lot of
That's
Coke.
a lot of.
We're
stuff.
talking about Coca-Cola, you
But,
two.
yeah.
So-
Okay, we get it.
What's in the brown bag?
It's popcorn.
Just joking.
Popcorn.
All right.
He's right. I thought that was really well acted. I thought it was well scripted.
Mhm.
I'm still confused though about whether whose kid is whose. Is the dad is the kid of grandma? Is it John Goodman's kid or is it
Adopted kid.
or is it?
John Goodman's adopted child
But the real dad is.
is a Japanese guy who died.
Not the father that they've been chasing down?
It's not.
No, so the kid is the father that they've been chasing down.
Oh.
So
Oh, that's right. Because she had the kid before he met. Okay. I remember.
They
that now.
rescued him. That's what okay, I get what you're saying.
Right.
Yeah,
Right. Okay.
So are we done talking about Ghostbusters?
No,
we
don't
can
talk about
keep
it.
talking
We can
about it
keep
if you
going.
want. I mean,
we have this thing called an editor, like you guys do, and you can like take things in and cut things out. So Ghostbusters, fan servicey.
I liked it, man. I'm a fan. Service me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't go overboard. You know,
Don't insult me.
Yeah.
But make it fun, right?
But make it great. And respect the old school stuff. And that's the biggest thing that most fans of every franchise, Indiana Jones, Star Wars, all this stuff, just respect where it came from.
Yep.
Show some like, yes, you came before us and it was awesome. Now we're going to do something new while also paying respect to you. Like that's all it is.
I don't think any of us old school fans of any of these IPs are against moving stories forward.
No, not at all. Just don't shit on what came before. Don't McMahon what came before.
Yeah.
Can we make that a thing?
In Afterlife, we got our Han, Luke, Chewie, and Leia scene
At the end, yeah.
At the end.
Yep. And they came to the rescue.
But we never got that.
No, we never got that in Star Wars.
like
no.
we should have got.
They all died separately and alone for some reason.
And miserable.
Yeah.
And it's just It sucked, and it doesn't make you feel good.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy is
it doesn't make you feel good.
In a couple weeks, we're gonna have 5 Ghostbusters movies.
Yeah,
in total, and only one of them is egregiously bad.
Well, that one is not going to be in my collection.
5.
Yeah.
Well, there's 1, 2,
two modern
Afterlife,
ones?
and Frozen World, or whatever.
So that's 4.
Well, you got the first 2 Ghostbusters.
Right.
You got Ghostbusters 2016.
Oh, we're counting that?
You got Ghostbusters Afterlife, and then you got Ghostbusters.
Yeah, but it's not in canon, though. 2016,
they,
you don't
they
have to have.
cut it out. And remember how mad they got that they cut that out?
Oh,
do you remember that, though?
Yeah,
they got mad.
They're still mad.
They were like, how dare you?
What's the one comedian, the black lady? What's her name? Leslie Jones. She still tweets every once in a while about how she's pissed off about that.
Really?
Yeah, it's really kind of amusing.
Yeah, your movie sucks.
And it's going to happen probably in the next month.
She's going to pop off again?
She's going to pop off again about something.
About how sexist it is?
Yeah, sexist.
But the main character of the new movies is a young girl.
You know what was cool in this trailer that I really enjoyed about this trailer?
Yeah.
And I saw Jude react to it too when we were watching it, is that Annie Potts was in this.
The redheaded chick, right?
The secretary.
Yeah, and Bill Murray was like,
Ghostbusters, what you want?
Yeah,
You know, it was just perfect. It's like, yes, I want her to come back.
Yeah.
It's like, let's go. It's good stuff.
Maybe, you know what? We might still get a Sigourney Weaver in this movie.
We could.
It's very possible. She doesn't have to be a main character. It could be a cameo, you know, and she could just pop in and you know, shake
she's still playing violin or whatever. She does, yeah.
The one kind of red flag in this trailer was Patton Oswalt.
Yeah, I can't. I don't like. Not a fan.
Yeah, immediately half a star off.
I hope he's not a big role.
I don't feel like he is. I feel like he's one of those people that they have to go talk to in order to get to the next level or whatever. And he's just there.
It's like he's some weird merchant. He's got this thing. Yeah, it's like, okay, he's in the movie.
Well, he's the one who handed them the orb, right?
Yeah.
So I'm hoping he's the what's it called when you start the actual story? Like whoever hands off the token to the hero or whatever. I don't know. The Obi-Wan Kenobi type thing.
Yeah, the knife.
Yeah, whatever.
With the thing.
Gonna line it up to the skyline that'll never change for 50 years.
This 1,000-year-old knife that's aligned to that stuff that's been there 20 years.
But if you stand 2 feet to the right, it won't work.
Yeah,
it's like,
whoa,
where am I going?
That's weird. How does that work?
Oh, Star Wars. You poor bastard.
The Ghostbusters.
The MacGuffin. Thank you, Nightmare. Yeah. Appreciate it. Yeah. I'm hoping that he's just a casual person who passes off the MacGuffin to the heroes and we never have to hear about it.
But here's the thing, though. Why would you put
Patton
Oswalt in your trade? That dude's not selling you any tickets.
You don't think so?
He's costing you tickets. He's a donk, dude. He's a total donkey. No, but nobody likes that guy anymore.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, the people will probably argue that Dan Aykroyd is a negative for your promotion of your movies.
Dan Aykroyd is a
American icon.
American hero.
American hero. He's right up there with
his skull vodka and his conspiracy.
He's a blues brother.
Okay. I love the guy. I listened to him on Joe Rogan.
On a
mission from God. That's right.
His conversation with Joe Rogan was lit.
I just love that, like, we're getting, you know, Ray Winston and what's his name?
We're bad with names.
Yeah, we're really bad with names. Bill Murray.
Oh, Bill Murray. Yeah.
Egon. No.
Ray Winston. Egon's dead.
The chat will correct us. Spangler.
I don't know, man. I'm shaking my arm. I haven't even had that much. I'm a lightweight now.
Not a sponsor.
But I just like that we're getting the old crew back together again, in addition to the new crew. This is something that we never got in Star Wars.
Right.
Which is the passing of the torch.
Right. That's what we're talking about. Venkman. Thank you, Danny.
Yeah, I think that's an important aspect for these studios to understand, is like fans just want a passing of the torch. Like,
that's it.
You can give, like, I would gladly pass Star Wars off to my kids if it was any good, but I never got that transitional period.
Yeah. I'm perfectly happy to watch 3 more Paul Rudd Ghostbusters movies.
Yeah.
As long as they're good and as long as we're respectful to the past. That's all I want.
Yep. And it
would have been the same way with Star Wars. It'd be the same way with Star Trek. But no, we can't get that. It would be the same way with anything.
They have to prop up the new stuff at the expense of the original stuff. For some reason, I don't know what that strategy is. It doesn't work.
We don't need this the past doesn't matter, so whatever, throw it away shit. Because the past does matter.
It's because it's all toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of dudes.
Go make me a sandwich there, dame.
Why is the woman the secretary? Why can't she be in charge? That's all it is. It's like, they're just mad. They're just mad, so they have to get even with it. It's just a dumb way for studios to go. I really hope that the lesson is being shown, though. Like, people show up for Afterlife. People, I think by and large, most people. I know there's a handful of people that had some gripes with it. It was good. People showed up for it. It made money.
Yep.
It's the only reason why it made a sequel is because it made enough money for them to be like, yeah, that went well. Let's do it again.
Sean O'Brien in the chat says, "Is Bill Murray coming back to the Ghostbusters?" I thought he was done. Yeah, the new trailer. He is very much. He's a big part of the new trailer.
Yep.
All the original guys are. So definitely check that out. Just go to YouTube and check it out right now.
Although he's still doing the thing where he's like, I'm not showing up for makeup and hair.
Yeah,
that's
well,
fine. It's Bill Murray.
He's like nobody wants that.
Yeah. He's like, I'm not showing up early. I'm just going to show up, do my line.
That's fine.
Like he's very obviously not in makeup. And hair.
No, it's fine. Don't go for it.
He's got the same look in every movie.
Yeah, he's Bill Murray.
Bill Murray.
You know, my favorite Bill Murray cameo ever? Zombieland.
Yeah.
Zombieland. Dude, Bill Murray
Where he plays himself.
He just plays Bill Murray.
Oh, Bill Murray's house.
Yeah. This death scene when he gets shot in the chest with a shotgun, and he's just like, I really wanted to finish that last round of golf. And then he wakes up and he's like, oh God, I thought I was done there for a minute. Oh, I love that movie. That movie's great too. Oh man. Any final thoughts on Frozen Empire? You guys
looking forward to it.
Thumbs
man.
up for you?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely
gonna go see that one in the theater.
Yeah, me too.
I feel like Afterlife was a good transitionatory movie, and now like we're back in New York. It feels more like a Ghostbusters film because they're all suited up. They're all like like full Ghostbusters mode.
Did the kids bug you in the last movie?
Not nearly as much as I thought they would.
So do you think they'll be cool? They'll be fine in this movie too.
Yeah. Well, you got that kid from Stranger Things who's legitimately a good actor.
Yeah.
He's pretty good in.
I like how much the girl looks like
just like him, dude.
They really do a good job.
Yeah, they killed it on that.
Yeah,
and it looks like they got a few more like new kids. Like there's a scene in there with this black girl who's like using the proton pack, and it looks like she dies. Like from what we've seen in the trailer.
Oh my God, that's gonna people are gonna be so mad.
Do they kill a kid? Only 5-star movies kill kids. Was that movie where the kid got chomped by the alligator? Was it Dino Croc or something like that? Yeah. From what's that?
That was Roger Corman.
Roger Corman. Go watch Dino Croc. It's hilarious. All right. Yeah, thumbs up from us on the Salty Nerd podcast. We like that trailer. It was good stuff. And then let's check out the chat, see how you guys are doing in here. Yeah, thank you for correcting us on names. We are awful at that.
Yeah, we're not good at names. Terrible at names.
Yeah. Let's see.
We're terrible at names.
William Forbes says, I used to really like Oswald, but I just don't like his personal politics and beliefs. Agreed. Yeah, agreed. But here's the problem, though, is like when you get to a point where an entertainer, you have a hard time separating the art from the artist. Well, because they're so blatantly out there all the time.
That's entirely the entertainer's fault because these people don't know how to just shut up and dance. That's all I want them to do.
Honestly, I try to hold myself to that same standard. I'm not here trying to tell people how to vote or whatever. Like, do your thing. I don't give a shit. I'm here to make you laugh if I can.
But we're ultra right wing, conservative, far right YouTube channel. Didn't you know that?
We are.
I guess.
Maybe we should watch more movies like Queen of Outer Space.
Something. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm with Kurt Russell. I mean, I love that interview with Kurt Russell when they're trying to nail him down on like some Second Amendment junk. They try to like hoodwink him into answering a question and get a soundbite out of him. And he's like, listen, I'm just an entertainer. Right. I'm here to make movies. That's it. Nobody needs to know. I think Elvis had the same. There's an interview with Elvis. We're talking about the Vietnam War. Yeah. And we're like, hey, Elvis, what's your take on the Vietnam War? Hey, man, I'm just a singer. I don't need to tell nobody. Legitimately. And I was like, that's my man.
There you go.
Thanks very much.
It's like,
that's my take on it.
Keanu Reeves. Everybody's beautiful.
Everybody. Yeah, you're breathtaking. Yeah, man. I'm with you. I love it when actors and prominent figures do that kind of stuff. Just
don't go down that Tuvok road.
Oh, or what's that guy's name? Tim Russ or something?
Tim Russ. Yeah, he's a knucklehead. It's just.
Or Alyssa
Milano.
Yeah,
God, she got dragged.
She tanked her career quick.
Did you see what happened this week with her?
No, what happened with Melissa Milano?
This is hilarious.
Is it? I boom bitched it.
Pushed her button.
Yeah.
It's so this dumb bitch, right?
This is starting out great.
She's worth like $10 million.
Really?
Or something like that.
And her husband's worth like $6 million.
And her husband's like a big time Hollywood agent. Right. Loaded. These guys got money.
Yeah.
This stupid can't understand normal thinking woman, right? Put a post out on Twix for a fundraiser for raising money for her kids' baseball team to go to Cooperstown on a field trip. Seriously.
She's asking her followers for money.
She's asking people on Twitter to go to a fundraising Go Help Me page or whatever.
So
she can help raise money for they need like $10,000 or something. Money she wipes her ass with. you know, to go on this field trip
for
their baseball
Nerdy
team.
Neo says for $10,000.
Yeah, it's insane. So she got dragged hard. It's pretty funny stuff. And then our boy over at Outkick, what's his name? I can't think of his name. Anyway, the guy that runs Outkick.com, really fun. He goes, "Okay, Melissa, there was like $800 or something left on this. He paid for it. He just gave her the money with the thing. He goes, I'm going to give you this money, but I just have one request. I want the boys to wear MAGA hats while they're playing their baseball game." just a troll. It was hilarious.
No.
Clay Travis, that's it.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, he's a stud. I like Clay
That's
Travis.
hilarious.
But yeah, I mean, can you imagine? I mean, imagine you're like a multi-millionaire and your kid's going to Cooperstown with his baseball team and they need a couple grand. You're going to ask people in this economy when everything is doubled in price, gas prices are $7 fucking a gallon,
I think
and we're all struggling. And this bitch wants to fucking fundraise her stupid kid's baseball team.
I think what it is in her mind, she's just a normal soccer mom.
Fuck her.
She's
not a normal soccer mom.
I know, but in her head, she's like, "Oh, I'm just a normal person. I have a big following." And she, like, influencers, people who are just famous based off of social media, they do that all the time. Hey guys, can you support my trip to this? Let me help you. Like it's.
Well, she's in the same camp as all socialists, which is use other people's money.
Absolutely not. Deserve every bit of dragon she got.
Yeah.
No problem.
Man, the Twitter replies.
I replied on I think I don't know if I use mine or
Did you reply with the official Salty Nerd
I think
podcast?
I said something like, "Man, it must be really tough living in California right now." I think that's what I said. Nothing crazy.
No.
But just wild stuff. It's just the gall, the nerve of this bitch.
Yeah.
It's just
hey, William Forbes, I'd like to go back to Scotland. Can you trust us?
He will.
I'm joking. I'm joking. Don't do that. Don't do that. Spend your money to come to Vegas to see us in person. I'm looking forward to that. Genuinely. Don't pay for Scotland. No, it's just. I think it's just an out of touch thing. You're just so
totally
out of touch. Then you're like, "Oh, I'll just ask my followers for some extra money." You're like,
"Yeah,
we have a lot of money on your own."
Like Elon Musk trying to raise money
and that's
for
not
one of his kids' soccer teams or something.
It'd be different if she was promoting it for a baseball team that her kid wasn't on.
Yeah.
Right. But it's like she has a vested interest in this team going on this trip. And it's just like, hey, pay for it yourself.
Yeah. How dare you? How dare you? For real.
And she's not the only millionaire parent of someone on that team.
Her kids are going to a high-end school.
If you Beverly Hills kids want to raise money for your baseball teams, go to your other rich-ass millionaire parents, and you can ask each other's parents. That's fine.
Yeah.
Go stay at the
She's acting like she's some Midwestern,
like she's some
whatever soccer mom,
van driving soccer mom, making
hey guys, I'm trying to raise
$18 a gallon check as a checker.
Selling chocolate bars so my kid can afford a jersey or something like that.
Yeah, I was terrible at that. I could never sell a box. I used to sell chocolate bars.
I mean, listen, my kid's in archery right now.
Yeah.
In legitimate, like, Olympic archery. He's going to a contest down to South Point. I'm never, ever going to go on social media and be like, "Hey, guys, can you buy my son a bow?" Like, no, dude.
I'll buy a chocolate bar from you. Like five. I'll buy 5. With 5 chocolate bars from you. That's my max on the fund.
$5.
5. And only from kids I know.
Yeah.
5 chocolate bars.
No, man. As a normal parent with a normal income, I get it. You got to support yourself somehow.
But Alyssa Milano is not
normal.
She's not normal.
That's so funny. Oh, what a goofball.
That was a fun little tangent, but yeah.
She's actually been kind of quiet on the political front lately. I think she might be gearing up for.
She's going to hit the ground running.
2024 is going to explode here any day.
Who hasn't been quiet is Stephen King. He's been posting some really stupid stuff lately.
Yeah. Like what? What's he doing?
Well, he's just talking about like how great the economy is.
What?
And stuff like that. Yeah.
Gas is over $4.
I hear that a lot. So the economy's booming. It's great. It's fantastic. It's never been better.
No.
Meanwhile, everything's literally twice as much as it was 2 years ago.
No, listen, I work in the logistics.
I make no more money than I did 2 years ago. Things are worse.
And your money is worth less.
It's worth less.
Dude, eggs are like $10. It's
crazy. Like $50 to get a fucking chuck roast out of the meat section at the grocery store. That's just a shitty piece of chuck roast meat. It's ridiculous.
For 7 hours.
It cost me $50 to fill up my gas tank.
Yeah. At Costco. For real.
It's crazy. Smoke some meat later?
I do. Let's smoke some meat.
Let's do it.
Got some meat for you to smoke.
We'll do it while we're on Keanu's.
Yeah, just in the background, just like grill. What's up, Keanu?
She's like, I thought that was a metaphor, you guys.
No, we're literally smoking some meat. Yeah.
Oh man, I got a pork shoulder. I got to put in the grill. All right, the last topic that we have on today, unless we come off on some other kind of tangent, is I'm going to fight with you about why the NFL is rigged, bro.
It's not rigged.
It is. Listen, man, you're telling me that the most popular, influential pop singer of all time and possible leader of the Satanic Church, Taylor Swift.
Dude, Travis Kelce's got a giant hog.
Joins up with NFL and chooses some random team. And in that same year, they just happen to go to the Super Bowl. If they don't win...
Listen, Travis Kelce is a millionaire. They travel in some of the same circles. They've probably met at a party or something somewhere, and they found each other nice and attractive.
I think what more likely happened was some publicist who was like, listen, Taylor, you can triple your viewership. And then the NFL was like, you can do what? And they were like, hey, if we have them join up, and the Super Bowl will be freaking.
I know there's this there's this big conspiracy that everybody's
doing damage control,
talking about it. It's just
they're doing damage control because the NFL is in such a shitty place right now.
No, the NFL is in a great place. The NFL is like it's more popular than it's ever been.
I thought they were all. I thought America was mad at the NFL because they were doing a bunch of weird shit.
They were a few years ago when all
you
the
don't think
Colin
that's still
Kaepernick shit. There's no more kneeling going on.
Did they fire all those people?
They kind of came to their senses and figured out. Oh, all the Bud Light drinkers, they don't like that shit when you fucking kneel. Have you seen anybody kneel lately on any place?
I don't watch sports.
Yeah, you don't. You don't see that shit. You see it's just one of those things. The NFL was given a gift with the Taylor Swift shit.
You think so?
I absolutely
You don't think it's choreograted? What's the word for that?
Celebrities date each other all the time.
Yeah, but this
one just happens to be Travis Kelce is in the what's the zeitgeist? Hold
on. Not to get crazy, I know we're gonna get demonetized if I say this, but is he the same one? Is that the same dude that did like the whole band-aid on the arm? That's that guy?
Yeah.
Bought and sold.
Yeah.
Bought and sold. No, they're both in it.
But he's incredibly famous
I don't believe you.
For what he does.
I don't believe you.
Whatever.
He sold out. Fine. He sold out, and that whole thing is a rig.
Well,
are you kidding me? The guy with the band-aid on his arm dating Taylor Swift just so happens to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but he's not the only one that has the band-aid on his arm. Everybody, they all do that.
Well, I do know that when they were playing the Ravens, there was this big thing online where everyone was saying this game is going to be rigged in favor of the Chiefs because the NFL wants Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl.
They do, because every time Travis Kelce scores a touchdown, they can go, whoop, they can point the camera up at her skybox and they can see her doing her bullshit. I get that. I do. It's a gift. It's a stroke of marketing genius.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's similar to like this failed strategy that like Lucasfilm and Disney have about like shifting demographics. If they want more women to watch football, then they get Taylor Swift at the game.
I'm not saying that's wrong, but what I'm saying is that they didn't plan this at the beginning of the season. It's just one of those things that happened. So the Kansas City Chiefs have been winning Super Bowls for the last 5 years. They're on the brink of a dynasty here. This is their third Super Bowl in 5 years. They're good.
I don't remember them being in the Super Bowl.
Well, you don't watch sports.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't watch any sports.
The Kansas City Chiefs are the greatest team to play football in the last probably decade. And they're incredibly popular and they bring their ratings.
Wasn't the Patriots? Didn't they just win the Super Bowl?
The Patriots haven't been in it for a while. I mean,
really?
Fucking Brady played for Tampa Bay for the last 3 years. And he retired. He didn't even play at all this year.
Didn't they go to the Super Bowl?
That shit's old news. Yeah, but that's
the last time I watched football.
So that was a while ago.
That was a while ago. Okay. All right.
So this is two famous people hooking up. It was an incredibly unique and timely thing. I'm not going to deny that.
Yeah.
All right. And they were definitely given a gift horse to where they can take advantage of this. Right. But it wasn't a grand conspiracy. I mean, the Super Bowl is.
I don't know, man.
The NFL's popular.
Billions of dollars involved in this.
Yeah,
you're telling me somebody didn't grease some palms
because the marketing people at the NFL were like,
they were like,
let's go.
Somebody went to Taylor Swift and was like, "Listen, we're going to give you a fat stack of cash if you let this linebacker nail."
Does the NFL give Taylor Swift money?
Probably.
Show me.
They're not going to do it like, here's our tax return, guys.
I mean, celebrities hook up all the time. They hook up all the time. And it's just one of those
Bradgelina, man, or whatever.
It's exactly what it is. It absolutely is exactly what it is. This is just tabloid journalism taking to that next step.
I don't know.
That's all it is. Except now it's all on the internet and not
Okay.
on the fucking.
Are we taking bets on who wins?
Counters. San Francisco's going to win.
San Francisco's going to win.
That's my team.
Oh,
I've been a
you don't
49ers fan since I was this big.
You don't think that they're going to let the Chiefs win this one just for the publicity?
No.
No, like
They might win,
the conspiracy theory is that they're going to throw it to the Chiefs just to have the Taylor Swift effect.
Dude,
Yeah.
Sean, I watched. So I'm not really into the UFC either, but I watched that Sean Strickland fight because there was a conspiracy theory going on.
Yeah.
But because of his comments that they judged out of his favor because of what he was saying on social media, they wanted to
he got beat.
They wanted to get him.
He got beat up.
Dock him a couple of points.
Yeah, that's not how it works.
But
Have you ever watched UFC? You know anything about fucking?
But if you look at the breakdown for the scoring, he won almost every round except for like 2.
No, I don't know.
And they were like, "No, he didn't win." I'm telling you, dude, this shit's all.
I mean,
bought and
if
paid
it
for,
was
dude.
anything other than the NFL, the NHL or UFC, I'd be with you.
What's the spread on the game?
I think it's like 2.5 points last time I looked.
For who?
For San Francisco
to win.
Yeah. Chiefs aren't as good as yours. They have been. This was the first time,
which is why they need to have the game thrown in their.
This was the first time they've played an away game in the playoffs.
If the Chiefs win,
I'm not making any bets with you.
No, if the Chiefs win, does that mean I'm right then?
No, it just means they won.
Or like if there are some questionable calls during the game.
I mean, if there's some bullshit, questionable calls, I might be a little more inclined.
I want to watch this game with you.
But
Don't take my ignorance of what's been happening lately. I understand the game of football. I can watch a game and understand what's happening.
Yeah,
I've done it enough. I'm just not into it.
Well, there's an extension to this conspiracy theory, which goes to the 2024 election.
Oh, Jesus.
Where basically they're saying like if Biden can get Taylor Swift to endorse him, which she already has.
Oh yeah, she already has.
But actually like campaign for him, that could be the thing that turns the tide.
That's a whole other topic. That's a weird, how influential are these people? How influential is social media? If some stupid chick like Taylor Swift can go out there and tell her 70 million fans, I really want you to go vote for Biden. They'll do it.
Yeah,
some of them will.
1,000% they'll do it,
and it'll be
the leader of the Satanic Church, man.
Can you explain that to me?
Whatever.
I'm not getting this reference.
Pull up. God, I can't remember. Somebody in the chat will know the name of in the 80s. There was this woman. She was legitimately the leader of the Satanic Church. She looks freaking just like Taylor Swift, like creepily similar. And that's the theory. It's like, look at this chick. She's like reincarnated, or she's just ageless.
She takes baths and babies.
She just keeps on trucking. But now she's the leader of this music industry that is completely satanic. You look at some of the music videos that have come out over the last couple of years, dude. They're all freaking Satan. Okay. Satan everywhere. And I'm not talking about Black Sabbath, like Ozzy Osbourne's Prince of Darkness. I'm talking straight up, like, here's the devil banging me from behind. That's the kind of videos that they're putting out right now.
Levy's daughter?
LeVay's
daughter?
Anton LeVay.
Might be. I don't remember people's names, but yeah, she looks just like her. I don't know if we could pull up a picture of that or not, but it might not be worth it.
Yeah, I'm just not buying into your conspiracy theory.
No?
Sorry.
Oh, come on, man. No. It's fun. I love this.
No, I know it's fun, but it annoys the living shit.
I know. The moon landing never happened either.
Melanie Mack brought that up on Side Scrollers today.
Did she?
And Vader almost blew a gasket. He's like, I can't escape you people.
Wherever you're, bro.
And she's all like,
Did you see that? Hold on. Here's another. Let's put a marker on this one. Did you see the video footage, quote unquote video footage of the Indian moon lander? They crashed.
Of course it did. It's from India.
They couldn't land it. It just crashed
from India,
nose down into the moon. But they took a picture of it and they sent it back to Earth, and everybody's like, "Who took the fucking picture?" And then we had a rover.
Yeah, rover.
Yeah. Rolled out from orbit. The picture of it.
It's AI. Yeah, where's this thing?
Find the blonde. She's young. There's another picture of her.
Diane LeVay.
That one right there with the star in the background.
Yeah, I can see it.
Not her. That one right there. Yep.
Same chick. That's not Taylor Swift.
That's 1,000% Taylor Swift.
Pull up Taylor Swift and put them side by side.
Put that side by side. Put her and Taylor Swift side by side. See if you can find a picture with a devil's star behind her.
Devil.
I gotta add this to the stream.
Yeah, you produce the shit out of that.
Go, producer man.
Yeah. No, it was funny, dude. I just was like goofing around, and they were like, "Yeah, there she is. Look at that.
Yeah,
it's Taylor Swift."
That's all good.
Tell me that's not Taylor.
That's
Swift.
not Taylor Swift.
Looks exactly like her.
No,
got the same eyebrows, the same lips.
Xena Shrek.
I don't know her name.
No, that's what it says.
Oh.
Xena Shrek.
Shrek. That's an unfortunate last name.
That's interesting.
Get this woman off my screen. Get out of here. Be gone.
But she's a freak.
You took my Jesus fish, didn't you?
I bet she's a freak. See, they look nothing alike.
They look so much alike.
Like nothing alike.
You're crazy.
Nothing. Nothing.
God dang it.
It's open 2 windows.
It's too perfect. It's not real. It's fake. It's a lizard person. Look at that. Good job, Cadence.
Nope.
It's the same.
Nope.
I mean, these aren't great pictures to go side by side with, but it's fine.
Not even close.
No, you're crazy.
Taylor Swift's actually kind of cute.
She's very pretty.
She's very pretty.
That's the whole point. You just hypnotize you with prettiness. Look at this pretty person.
Yeah, she's taking it to the internet right now. Suing the world.
Isn't there like a rumor that she doesn't have a belly button?
Well, that would make her
she's
a pod
clone.
person.
She's a
Make her
clone. A pod person or a clone?
Oh yeah, but did you hear about this? Is that because of her relationship with Travis Kelce, there's been this huge like outpouring of AI generated porn images of Taylor Swift.
That's been happening.
And honestly,
no, but there's like this flood, and the Biden administration is actually helping crack down on it.
Yeah,
because they're all in cahoots.
Listen, nobody should be subjected to that.
No,
I'm actually with her on this one. I mean,
I am too.
But here's the thing, though, is like the government's getting involved to protect Taylor Swift, but they're not doing anything to like protect the border.
Right. Because they're all in cahoots. Yeah. No, I do actually agree. The whole AI porn video thing is gross.
Yeah, it's gross.
It's there's no consent there. There's no like do your videos. We have what's it called here in Las Vegas when they all get together and have the awards?
The AVNs. They just had them.
They just had them here.
Yeah, this week.
Do your thing.
It was gross.
Whatever.
I was there.
You were there.
I was there. It was at my casino. It was, usually I'm like, oh man, porn. Porn stars everywhere.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Everybody thinks they're a porn star nowadays. So it's all these nasty ass cam girls and their gross boyfriends.
Oh, no.
And it's like, I mean, I could be a porn star. There's some dumb fucking people out there that want to see some fat fuck.
You should start an OnlyFans.
Stroking himself out there on chatterbait.com. I swear to God, I could probably make $1,000 a day. For real.
No.
And these are the people that are going to the porn conventions now. It's like, I want to see,
nail and palin.
I want to see hot chicks. I don't want to see mom across the street who has a fucking cam account. And that's the people that are doing this porn shit now. And it's really annoying.
Yeah.
Porn should have higher standards.
What were we saying?
Well, we were talking about AI porn with Taylor Swift.
Yeah,
how the Biden administration is coming out.
But it happened with Gal Gadot when Wonder Woman. Yeah, when the Wonder Woman came out, they started doing that. That's kind of when it started.
Yeah.
Not cool. Not cool. Don't do that.
That stuff was photoshopped.
Yeah.
This is about AI generation where like they're getting extremely graphic.
Yeah.
With not just her, but also her and Kelsey, and doing like video and stuff.
I mean, they were showing stuff for like where Taylor's getting railed by like the entire team on the 50-yard line of the stadium. Shit like that. That's not cool. That's gross.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to see that. I mean, some people do, but I mean, if you're Taylor Swift, you don't want to see that.
No,
that's not cool.
It's damaging to your brand.
It's bad for your brand. Yeah, exactly. So more power to her with that shit.
$10 super chat. Yeah, she might not be the queen of the Satanic Church, but she might.
No.
$10 from William Forbes.
I'm not saying she's the queen of the Satanic Church, but she's the queen of the Satanic.
Listen, man,
I'm getting a spell put on.
Get this chick off my screen. Get her out of here.
Staring into my soul.
Those horns behind her. God damn it. William Forbes, $10. Taylor Swift is just creepy to me. She's in her 30s and still singing about high school dating and romance. Yeah, well, that's her brand. She got pigeonholed into a brand. The guy's cheating on her. Endorsing Biden will backfire. Her first choices aren't great. So
yeah,
I think the funniest tweet I saw is that Taylor Swift's endorsed Biden, or a woman who makes songs about choosing the wrong man endorses Biden.
Nobody's ever said she's the smartest person in the world, but
she used to be very non-political, and then like she got like peer pressured around 2020 to use her celebrity to endorse like Biden and stuff like that.
The more successful you are, the more you're going to get those offers. It's all about influence, man. That's all it is. When we have 10 million subs, we're going to get contacted by some freaking buddy and be like, hey guys,
hit that sub button, by the way.
Tell your
hit
friends.
that thumbs up button.
The only people we'll sell out to is Shady Mile.
That's right. Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor. Oh man. All right. Well, I'm out of topics unless the chat has something that they want us to talk about, or you've had something that popped into your mind. What do you got for me, buddy? How's your week been?
Oh, I don't know, man. I still got Vince McMahon shitting on people. That's weird. That's
we want to talk about it during the members stream.
We probably will.
Yeah, and get real deep.
I just got this image in my mind of him and fucking John Laurinaitis doing unspeakable acts to people behind the scenes.
Oh no,
it's not gay if it's in a three-way.
It's like all the assistants and stuff in the back behind Raw. They probably got the short straws. It's like, oh, who's gonna get railed this week?
Seconds?
Who's getting shit on this week? Fuck. Like, oh, Mr. Laurinaitis wants to see you in his office. God dang it! No, he said wear something cute.
Wear your Speedo.
That's awful. Oh, don't do that. Oh, women, you could do better.
If you're lucky, Vince will show up.
I don't want to talk about this anymore. All right, we're going to continue this conversation in the members only stream. So if you're not a member, join up, grab those subs. It's a lot of fun. But thank you to all of our people who have gifted memberships. Really do appreciate that. What's up?
Yeah, and we want to give a big shout out to everyone who gave us super chats today, especially William Forbes, who was like 99% of our super chats.
Sitting there, that's okay. Dance monkeys.
He's giving Scotty Dub a run for his money today.
I would like to
also big shout out to Backyard TARDIS for the one guy who gave us a super chat other than William Forbes,
original fan. By the way, Backyard TARDIS Nick is the original fan of the Salty Nerd podcast. He was one of like the first 5 that I had when I first started.
And big shout out to the Dork Knight for gifting those 5 memberships.
What are you doing that for?
Well, I mean, he was very generous with gifting those members.
Don't be a mean older brother.
That's what I am.
There's a reason his mom continues to be a member.
Oh, jeez.
Shout out to Penny. Penny hangs out with us for the weirdest conversations, man.
I would be so embarrassed.
I would too.
It's like, I don't want my mom hanging out with you guys.
Yeah, no.
There's just no way. You're talking about Vince McMahon shitting on people way too much.
Yeah. And we got a whole nother hour for the live stream. And also around about an hour and a half.
Yep.
We're going to be on the Keanu cast on her channel.
Yep.
So,
do we have a link to her channel?
We do not have one yet.
Before we leave, maybe I can find it real quick.
I'll post it out on Twitter.
Will you? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that's it for the public show today. Thank you guys so much. If you're not a member already, join up. We appreciate it. We'll see you soon. And I want to try and give like a little sign off quote at the end of every show, but make it funny and weird. So next week I'm going to think of something. I'm going to think about something funny to give you guys. Like I don't know.
Signing off.
It's like don't ever eat yellow snow. Okay.
Gross.
Stay salty, my friends. We'll see you next week. Hey, folks, thanks so much for watching this live stream. If you want to watch our previous live stream, make sure to click right here. Or if you would like to check out one of our favorite highlights, click right here.